Iko. Dikitirijão. Dikitirijão. Oh, Joseph. Oh, Joseph,
I got to get that right. What's going on, brothers, man? What's going on? Speaking Japanese already, and we're starting the live stream. What's going on, you brothers, man? It's your dude, international passport in the building with Theo Waff, but first and foremost, brothers, how's my audio? Please press a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear, man. How's the audio, brothers? Let me know right now. IP in the building. What's going on, man? How's the audio? Who's in the building, brothers? Press 1 in the live stream chat if you can hear me loud and clear. What's going on, brothers? Ooh, who's here? Mike Lawrence, always Mike Lawrence, man. John Thomas, my superstar mod. Awesome. Theo, can you hear me? Am I good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
Awesome. Good. Thank you. So, welcome, brothers, to another classic live stream. I'm your host, International Passport. I want to say a huge thank you to all those that have supported the channel over the past couple of years. Your support has been greatly appreciated. I welcome aboard the new people. I accept and I embrace you with open arms. When you come in, brothers, please hit the like button. Likes are very important. Please show me support. And of course, brothers, make sure you hit the super chats tonight. You hit the PayPal. You definitely join the Patreon. You're missing out if you're not on the Patreon. And of course, you cop the merch too. And any support is greatly appreciated. So let's get it cracking. So I've got a very special guest here with me called Mr. Theo Waff, the legend, the ultimate passport bro, literally the final boss in every single game you play in PlayStation 5 and 4. And as you can see, right, the title of this live stream is The Rise of Passport Bro, Successful Men in Traveling, Business, and of course, our other endeavors. So before we get any further on this live stream, Theo, do you want to give us a brief intro about who you are, where you're from, and anything special about you, brother?
Okay, so my name is Theo Waff. I've been in the Black Manosphere for about 6 years. I've been in the Manosphere total since 2010. And I lived in Japan 16 years, Russia 1 year, France 1 year. I've done 3 months in the UK and Singapore and Hong Kong. Oh, also Melbourne. Pretty sure I did 3 months in Melbourne. 2 months in Brazil. I've been to over 40 countries. So I've traveled quite around the world. I work in IT, focusing on financial businesses, entities. And I've been a passport bro since 1991. I saw what the situation was for dating when I was 18 years old. And I went abroad again, and I was in France, and I was dating a girl from Algeria, and I was totally happy. And I came back to America, and the girls were giving me trouble, and I just thought, why? And that's it. And then I went to Russia in '93. I was friend zoned my first 2 years in university, and then I went to Russia. Dated a wonderful blonde in St. Petersburg, Russia. She thought that she was lucky to date me, and she had no problems. She didn't have any. She wasn't looking for a bad boy. She wasn't looking for adventure. She was looking for a solid guy. That's why she was dating me. I had a wonderful time dating her. And then I came back to America, and it was the same thing of girls crying my shoulder because they're dating the bad guy. And I just said, no, that's it. I'm done with you. Like I'll never have this again. I'm done with Western women. You guys are all nuts. It's all because of your own choices. And I pretty much, at that point, I never looked back. I was married in Japan. I have a lot of experience dating women all over the world. So that's why I teamed up with IP. I saw them about 2 years ago, I think it was, yes. On a live stream for Japan. I started giving my intel, and I've been here supporting the channel as much as I can, basically helping other guys escape the matrix. And even though I live in America right now, I mentally live outside. It's because I've spent so many years abroad. And then the last point is that I am the AWS teacher. So I teach cloud and cloud security. 2 courses is what we'll talk about again today. But I have courses going on right now. I've taught over 200 students so far, and I'm helping guys to work remotely and then get a remote job, work and live abroad, and have the kind of life that they want to, have financial stability, have real cash flow, and date a woman they never thought that they could ever have in their entire lives. And that's going on right now. I've got stories. Other guys got receipts. I don't know if I'm going to come on here, but I do have stories I can tell you. So that's who I am. And I'll give it to Mr. Python. Let him keep on doing the podcast.
Thank you for that incredible intro there, Theo. Incredible intro. So the agenda of this live stream, brothers, Theo is going to break down his upcoming Manosphere conference. And if you're definitely a fan of my channel, you love what I'm doing, the IT stuff, the traveling stuff, the passport bro stuff, you need to make your way out there to the upcoming Manosphere conference. And Theo's going to break down what that will entail, the agenda, why you should go there, how you can get in there, etc., etc. After that, we're going to give you an update on my Python classes that I teach every week, and Theo's classes, and just how successful our classes have been. You know, a bunch of my students and Theo's students have been abroad in the last couple of weeks with great success, working abroad, using my skills and tips, because I know ways where you can actually work abroad without your employer knowing. I give that intel to the brothers. So, I mean, we're setting you brothers up for success, right? But Theo, let's start with you first. This incredible Manosphere agenda. What is it? And break it down for us, bro.
So we're going to have what's called the Black Manosphere Conclave, and it's going to be September 8th through 10th in Atlanta. And it'll be there that I'll be accepting students for class number 5. Class number 5 will be 2 different classes. They'll be huge, and they'll be lasting 1 year. Whereas the other classes that I was teaching are more between 4 months, 5 months, somewhere around there, and then I change a topic. These 2 will be much bigger. And the first one is going to be the multi-cloud and DevOps, and that'll be taking somebody with no experience and no history of IT and making them or showing them how to do infrastructure, cloud computing, security, scripting, not what you're doing, but just basic scripting, and Python. Those kind of things will be Bash shell scripting as well. We'll be teaching them how to do this and how to get certified and actually how to get a job. So there'll be a resume review. We just did that last night, LinkedIn review, edit, critique, and I'll be coaching also how to get the jobs and the philosophy you need to have to get the job. So that'll be the first one. The clouds that we'll be working on will be AWS, GCP, and Azure, and we will be using GitHub. So it'll be a fun class. This will be full on crazy. The second one is going to be the CISSP class, and that'll be with 3 major certs, which will be CISSP, ISSAP, which is information security, information system security architecture professional, and then the CCSP, which is cloud computing security professional. This course will be very intense. It'll be actually somewhat difficult, and that will also last 1 year. And that will not be for the faint of heart. So that's really more geared towards people who actually do have some experience. You can go in there and take it without the experience, but if they need to call a paramedic on you, I don't say I didn't warn you, because it's going to be a hard class. So I've taught the CISSP more than once before. I have probably 10 to 15 students who got certified CISSP in my class before. That was in Japan. This will be the first time I'll be teaching the CISSP in the United States.
Wow, amazing intro there. So now, in conjunction with Theo's Manosphere class, I'll be teaching Python again. As long as I have the right headcount. If my headcount is too low, the classes won't go ahead, right? If I have enough people to teach the Python classes in September, I will take in Theo students. I think Theo students, you should be doing my Python class alongside Theo's course as well. It is definitely beneficial. And if you're not in Theo's class, you should still take my Python course too. Okay, so that will be more details will be revealed down the line. I'm currently teaching my current batch of students Python. It's going well. To get into that, you got to join my Patreon, but that'll be more details will be broken down later on in the future. So this is awesome. This is awesome. Now, let
me say something real quick. To the students who have already taken my class, I have 4 classes 1 through 4. I highly recommend that you take IP's class, and that's because you will learn programming. And there's a lot of students in there who are wondering, like, how does an application work? How does the API work? How does, various programming work that, like services work that they want to actually install? And I don't teach that. I'm strictly a security and infrastructure guy. So I do networking. I create the environment, and I'll be like, okay, I get you to this far. Programmers, if you want to install your code, I'll put an environment so you can install your code, and I'll monitor the environment. But that's about it. You programmers do the programming. That's what you are. You're programmers. I'm infrastructure. So in my class, you'll learn the infrastructure. If you do want to learn programming and you want to get an introduction to, back-end development, full stack, those kinds of things, you need to go take IP's class. So again, for my students in classes 1 through 4 who haven't taken IP's class, I highly recommend it. There's a lot of programming reference material that you guys can learn. A lot of labs you can do with IP. Go for it, guys. You gotta learn things that I'm not going to teach you.
Absolutely, thank you, bro. And let me now pivot what we're talking about. I mean, we're going to touch upon more about the Manosphere conference. Sorry. The success of it in the past, what else you're going to get from that conference, because it's not just IT. Theo will be bringing other people in to make you a successful passport bro. So what is a successful passport bro? The title of this stream is, the rise of successful passport bros. The passport bro movement has officially gone mainstream. It is everywhere now. Even major outlets have picked it up. So, it's gaining traction, right? But unfortunately, not everyone can be a passport bro, because to me, to be a successful passport bro, you got to work in IT, have that ability to work remote, have the cash flow, have the options to pick what country you want to be in permanently. I'm not about the business of, brothers spending, 1 week here and then traveling again 9 months later. You want to be there permanently, set up a base there, find your foreign girlfriend, and start building from there. To me, that is what a successful passport bro is, someone like Theo. So we're trying to set you on that path to become a successful passport bro. IT gives you that foundation and that flexibility to be a successful passport bro. You get your first IT job, you get the certs, you listen to me and Theo, you book that consultation with me on my IT program, you will be successful. You will be in wherever you want to be, working there permanently, finding your girlfriend and your wife, and living a happily ever lifestyle. Okay, so it's very important that you go to this Manosphere conference. Ain't that right, Theo?
Yes, it is. It's extremely necessary. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this with people, like in life, we're not doing this remotely. I want you to be on site, is because I need you to actually make a personal connection to other students. And what I have found is that the students who actually meet in real life, they usually form strong bonds and they become much stronger students. And those guys right now, compared to the first Manosphere meetup, those guys are making over $100,000 a year and they're abroad. They can go to abroad for extended periods of time and they've implemented it. Like they know what it is. So if you go to the Manosphere conclave and you meet up with other people, you're going to meet people who are like you. And one of the problems that we do have, in the community with us, is we have what's called imposter syndrome. We have guys who think that they cannot be successful mainly because they're Black. And I have this problem as well. It's a lot easier to beat if you are with other Black men and you're talking to them in real life. Then afterwards, even if you talk remotely, you'll be in a much better position to beat that. If you don't do it and you're only remote, you're in a self-confidence talks much louder than your friend. So I would just say, like, the demons come out a lot stronger. So you really need to have that connection. So we're going to be talking about a lot of topics at the Black Manosphere Conclave. We're going to talk about finances, real estate, the condition of who we are as Black men. Mental health will be a part of it as well. As based upon Kevin Samuels, I went to a 3rd round of therapy 2 years ago, and I got released from some major problems, and now I'm a much more sane person compared to where I was before. Much happier. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the real necessity for it, and we're going to talk about the finances and how to get your money right. So let's talk about what a passport bro is. First off, what we're going to define it officially in this group is going to be a passport bro is a Black man first. As another content creator states it, I think it's passport bros first class. Says the passport Joes are the white guys and the passport bros are the Black guys. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep that nomenclature. I think that's actually very good. The reason is because we need to have our own definition, our own group that's doing this, because we face unique problems. And then in order to do this, first off, you have to be pretty much fed up with Western women and say you're not going to deal with them ever again. That's kind of a critical thing. And then you need the ability to either work remote or go to another country and work there and have a working visa. So when I went to Japan in '97, I went there with a working visa. I had a Japanese bank account, a Japanese cell phone. All my money was in Japanese yen. I paid taxes to the Japanese government. That's how that went down. So that's one method of doing it. And then the second method of doing it, which is what I'm about to implement hardcore, is you have your job in the West, but you can go abroad. I mean, not 2 months at minimum. Well, we're really talking between a half year to 2 years at a time. And then you're only coming back to the Western world for some business affairs that you have to take care of some things, some taxes or something like that. But then you go right back. And in this case, in both cases, you have the opportunity to own property. You're going to get married local. And the wife that you have is not going to go to the Western world. So again, I'm talking a lot, but let me give you an example of this. I was married in Japan. My marriage was registered in Japan. And my Japanese wife, she came with me to America for a total of 2 weeks. That was it. Our marriage was not registered in the United States. She had no desire to live in America. She thought that America was a backwards country and that something was seriously wrong. So she thought it was kind of cute, but if she was going to do America, it was only going to be Guam and Hawaii. That was it. She didn't want to do anything with the rest of the continent. That's a very typical view. Maybe somebody wants to go to New York or Miami, something like that, but they don't want the rest of the United States because it's decadent. And they know that. And they would much rather have you as their foreign boyfriend or husband in their own country, because that is a status upgrade for them. So this whole thing about green card or getting a visa to the EU or to the West or anything like that, that's BS. Most of the time, the really successful passport bros, they leave the Western world. So that's what I'm going back and doing again. I'm setting myself up for this. So that's how I defend passport bros. And my class that I'll be teaching will be teaching you how to actually implement this kind of system.
amazing, Theo. You know, it's funny how, you know, a lot of Japanese women hate the West, you know, don't like America, don't like England. I mean, that's very telling. You know, that just shows you that the West is decadent.
Mhm.
It is a fallen society, and Japanese people can see right through that. So your wife
Mhm.
must have saw, you know, how Americans were moving, how the women were thinking, how they did. And she was like, I don't want no part of this. Was that her mentality, bro?
Mhm. That was entirely her mentality. One time I had business in Washington D.C., so I had to be in Baltimore, and we would go downtown Washington D.C., and she thought that was good, but then she saw Baltimore, and she's like, "What the heck is this? Like, what? Where am I?" And she had never seen anything like this. So basically, compared to Tokyo and the north of Japan, Baltimore was a third world country, and it needed some sort of development. And she's like, I did not want to be here at all. And that was it. I mean, that was we just stayed at touristy places, and we didn't go we didn't go too far into the community because we were both scared. Same thing for the south side of Chicago. I was born on the south side of Chicago, wasn't raised there, but I was born there. And so we took a taxi through there at one point and show her what it was like. And she flipped out. She was like, no wonder you left. And she had no desire to be there at all. So she really thought that the country was backwards. So it's some good things. She's like, yeah, you've got good barbecue. She liked that, right? So she liked the barbecue, the American beef, the thick slices, which compared to the thin ones. She thought that was kind of good. But for the most part, I just want to say, when we were here in America, we basically only ate Japanese food. She got introduced to Mexican food, and she's like, okay, good, I can do Mexican food in Tokyo. That's good. That's it. We didn't want to eat American food. Again, we both looked at the culture, but particularly her, and she was like, American women are messed up. They don't know what they want, and they're destructive, and she did not want to be a part of them. And to really enforce the idea, when we went out in public, we only spoke in Japanese. So, like, I had people coming up to me and saying, welcome to America. I was like, really? But it was because I was with my Japanese wife, and we only spoke in Japanese together. We had no desire to speak in English. We just did not care. We were in our own Japanese bubble, which is another part of being a passport bro. You are going to learn the language, and you're going to become good at it. So we had one of our guys who's here, who's a part of our group, was just in South Korea. Korean was a language that I failed at. He's now inspiring me to learn again. So I'll show you something. I just bought this from Korea myself. Just got it put in here. It's advanced. So I'm going back and relearning Hangul, which is Korean. And I'm trying to see, well, can I do it again? Maybe I can do South Korea again. But this is what I'm going to say this. Passport bros are putting time and effort to not only get the job, but to learn the culture and to speak the language. They don't, people out there say like, okay, she doesn't speak in English. Who cares? I'm going to say this again. Anybody who's watching this, when I got married in 2002, my Japanese wife did not speak in English. We spoke in Japanese every day. It was only Japanese. What she asked me to help her learn English. So I did teach her English inside of our marriage, but everything we did was in Japanese. Literally everything. English was worthless. So like it took me what 3 years for her to properly understand the versus like a dog versus the dog. She would just say dog because in Japanese it's inu, so that's all how it was. She would just say inu. She'd say like I see dog, right? Not a dog, my dog, the dog. No, just dog. And I had to get used to her talking that way. She did not want to learn English. She thought it was worthless. But she wanted an American husband. She wanted a black guy. She got that. Yeah. No, I want to say how they really act. This is really true. I got a real McCoy Japanese woman. A lot of women abroad are like this. So my goal right now, I'm teaching this at the Manosphere Conclave. I'll be teaching this in the class. If you want one of my students, I will enforce this and how to do it. I want to do 10 months a year minimum and have my house in America, but then do 10 months abroad, come back to America for some things, and then go right back out of the country.
Absolutely, man. This is going to be a future classic live stream. We're going to touch upon language. Theo saying, spend the majority of your time abroad, but have a home base. And that is what makes a successful passport bro, man. We're serious about this passport bros movement. This is not a fad. This is not a phase for us. And there's a lot of people just putting out videos on passport bros. They have no idea what it is. They're just here to ride the wave. But we actually out here saving lives. I'm out here saving lives. Theo out here saving lives, man. We out here getting brothers into IT. Brothers living the lives that they truly can live. So you got to support me, man. You got to support the movement and the channel so I can keep doing this, brothers. It's not easy with me spending hours every day doing research for brothers, doing consultations, preparing for my Python classes, teaching that every week, man. You got to support me, man. You need to support what I'm doing, brothers. Right? Please support me. Hit the super chats, hit the PayPal donations, join Patreon, cop the merch, like the videos, share my videos around. Support the movement, man. Shout out to Mr. Caleb for the $2 super chat. Caleb, appreciate you, bro. I like his videos. Respect. We love Theo in this space here. The ultimate passport, bro. So thank you for all you do, Theo. Much appreciation, bro. Thank you. Shout out to Mr. Fives for the $5 super chat. I got 5 on it. He's called Fives and he put 5 on it, man. I love that duality right there, man. I got 5 on it. Appreciate you, bro. Finally able to show love again. Blessings to Theo and you. Shout out to you, 5, man. Appreciate you, brother, for the support. Much respect to you, brother. Thank you very much, man. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. Demswood for the $199 super chat. Pounds. I'm almost American now. You brothers made me American. I'm calling him pound now.
That's a downgrade. Sorry, that's a downgrade, man. You just went to Windows XP. Upgrade, man. All that's missing is the American accent, man. So I'm gonna have to start speaking now. Hey, yeah, what's up, bro, man? What's up, brother, man? Don't
do that. Live stream in the process, man.
Keep your British accent. Everybody loves it. Keep your British accent. I can't replicate it. It's perfect.
I got to go daimasu. Another classic live stream currently in progress. Mr. Thames with my superstar mod. Appreciate you, bro. Straight from the UK. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much, bro. Shout out to Mr. J Remo in the building. What's up, J Remo? Another UK brother. Appreciate you, J Remo. Good student as well. Jay is a very good student, brother. We need to give him his props for the £10 super chat. Thank you, J Remo. Here is to IPN Sensei Theo for putting me on the path to an IT career. Much love. God bless. Thank you for the kind words, brother. Godspeed and all the best to you in your career, brother. Keep in touch, bro. We want to see you, how things are going for you in the UK, brother. And I know you're doing well right now. And thank you, bro, for the support. Awesome. So let's carry on. Okay. So looking forward to the Manosphere conference. So how do we get in, brothers? How do we get in?
There's actually a link for it. Let me go. I should actually go look for it real quick. But you could either, for the time being, just go to IP's Facebook group, and then I'm in there, and then go ahead and ping me, and then I will put a link in there into his group where you could do the registration, and you do have to pay for to go to it. That's to pay for some of our costs that we have related towards it. I do pay for a significant part of the Manosphere Conclave. However, this time we do have some financing. We do have some support from other people, so that's okay. That's better for me. But if you look at, the Manosphere, the 2 other Manosphere meetups that we had, so the one in Atlanta in 2021 and then the one in Philadelphia in 2022, altogether, that cost me over $70,000.
You paid it yourself, Phil? That's
I paid
crazy,
it myself,
bro. No, we need to give you a props, man. Thank you, Phil. So, that's madness.
Yeah, so this one is not going to be as expensive because I'm not working nearly as hard as I was before. So I said, yeah, I'm not going to pay all the bills, but we're still doing something. Just want to say, guys, if you hear those numbers, don't feel bad about it. Don't think anything about it. I knew that I had to put this kind of money into this effort in order to make the movement work. And I knew that if I got enough guys into IT and showed them, again, my class is free. If I showed them what they needed to do, gave them the help, did the long hours, did the labs, help them with the tests, I knew that it would bear results in a passport movement within our group that would be literally unstoppable. And so far, I'm very correct. This is really moving forward much more aggressively than it was 2 years ago. And now we have quite a number of students who are making well over $100,000 a year. I have my two best right now. Is one guy is just over 400,000 and another guy is at $360,000. I have quite a number of guys who are over $250,000 at this point.
Oh,
so yeah, there's money there. Yeah, and I again teaching you guys for free. Now I just want to say also when IP is talking about the amount of hours that he's putting into, I'm putting in hours as well. When I do the Kubernetes class, that is a torturous class to teach because the materials that I use, it takes a long time to gather the materials, to correct them, to edit them, to test them in the lab before I give them to the students. And I keep on telling the students, I said, you're seeing the final product. That basically all you have to do is, eat your broccoli. That's it. That I've already done everything else that was necessary to streamline the process. So when IP here says that he's doing a lot of work in Python to prepare himself and the materials for the class, you better believe him because this is hard to do. And we're doing it not only because we believe in the movement and what we're doing, but we also believe in you and the audience. We know that we can get you abroad and we can help you achieve your goals and your dreams as a passport bro and actually escape the West. So we're trying to help you out, right? So when IP is asking for a little bit of support, dude, it's pennies on the dollar compared to what you're going to get later on. I got guys in Colombia. I got a guy in Japan. I got a guy in Brazil right now. All those guys are well over 150,000. The lifestyle they have, the food they eat, they don't eat any processed food. Everything is natural. The women they go out with, I'm going to keep it PG, okay? Let's just say they're erotically gorgeous. And these women think these guys are Chad or Giga Chad or Mega Chad. Like I had one guy tell me, he says, I'm not Giga Chad in Brazil, I'm Mega Chad. I want to be humble. I was like, okay, dude, whatever. He has, again, beautiful girls he's going out with. Well, a lot of this is coming from being in the class and participating, getting certified and getting that remote job and going abroad. You got guys I got several guys who never want to step foot back in the Western world. So I want to say, if you're supporting on Patreon, if you're giving cash apps, if you're doing small things, you are helping other brothers out. It's kind of like the Mandalorian. He gives a little bit over to the younglings to help them out later on. Yeah, that's what we're thinking about. We're thinking about the next group of guys coming through. So it's a cause we're supporting.
Wow. Hey, thank you very much for that breakdown there, Theo. Let me read these super chats and PayPal real quick. Shout out to Mr. Renaud for the £22.42 pence PayPal donation that he sent yesterday. Appreciate you, Renaud. He says here, was just rewatching the stream. Tell me anything else I can do to support you. That's amazing. Thank you for the support, brother, and the words there. Support me how you can, brother, what you can. Any donations, Patreon support, the whole 9 yards, that'd be grateful, brother. Cop the merch. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you, Renaud. Shout out to Renaud again for the £7.47 PayPal donation. Hey, IP, by the way, this is Stupid Rams. Thanks for the info. You have any more intel on Russian women? You want to find a Russian woman in Europe? Go to Berlin, Germany. in Asia, Thailand, but I'd be very careful with Russian women in Thailand. There's Russian women in Japan. Okay, I saw a few there. I could tell they were Russian. They give you looks. They're checking. I can confirm that. So
Yeah.
your best bet is Russia, the country itself. But the whole situation, the war. I don't know if going to Russia is great right now. Your best bet is Germany. Go to Berlin, Germany. There's a lot of Russians there, and they're checking stupid heavily for brothers. Ooh.
Yeah. Let me comment on that. The war is very big. I speak Russian. I'm not setting foot in Russia. That's foolish. You at this point, I would say, bro, you need to go out with Ukrainian, and then there's plenty of Ukrainian refugees. Go to Poland, Slovakia, Germany, Czech. Those areas, you got plenty of beautiful blonde Ukrainian refugees. You can talk to them. Why you would do Russian at this point, I don't know. It doesn't. You're not going to step foot in Russia. You're not going to get a passport to there. You're not going to get an apartment or live abroad with a Russian woman right now. At this point, that ain't going to happen. Ukrainian, yeah, but not Russian. The war is a very serious issue.
So you're saying brothers should avoid Russian women in Russia at the moment. Don't even think about going there. Leave it. No.
Yeah, the only way you're going to deal with a Russian woman is if she's 100% on your program, and that's rare. And I would go Ukrainian because the Ukrainian women will be on your program. Yeah,
amazing.
And they're checking for brothers heavy right now.
They're checking heavy for brothers, super duper heavy. I can confirm that. I can confirm in Vancouver, a lot of Ukrainians there, and they're checking for brothers beyond heavily. And and this kind of intel is the only intel you get from this channel, man. We've got over 50 countries where you have your pick. You go on the Patreon, there's even more intel on Vancouver women. And let me tell you, even though Vancouver is in the West, you want an Asian chick, right? You want a European feminine chick, you make your way to Vancouver ASAP. I'm telling you, man, Vancouver is a different world, right? Especially during summertime. If you ain't checking out Vancouver, you're losing right now. Particularly you American brothers. Vancouver is literally your neighbors right now. Only on this channel will you get this type of intel. Show me some love, man. You got the Patreon that even goes deep about Vancouver women. Brazilian women in Vancouver. South Korean women in Vancouver. Japanese women in Vancouver. You're into Indian chicks? They're checking heavy for brothers in Vancouver. Now, I'm not into the Indian chicks like that, but I know some brothers are. You want to get an Indian girlfriend? You make your way to Vancouver tomorrow. You book that flight. They're checking heavy. I was there. They were giving me looks. And these were dime Indian chicks. They love the brothers out there.
I'm like, if you want to date an Indian woman, okay, then do programming, do cloud, get a job in the West, and just go to the office. Go to the back office. You got an Indian chick back there. Guarantee you. There's plenty of them. Like, I live not that far away from Dallas, and there's a huge Indian and Indian American population. Like, they have complete neighborhoods. And when I went to the gym, one of the gyms, I would say was about 30% Indian. And the women were sitting there salivating over black men. They would make it more than obvious. They're like, yeah, we want a black guy. So they would always talk about their problems with getting black guys. I just thought it was funny. So, but there's some of the most beautiful girls I saw were in that gym. They work out well.
Thanks, Theo. Shout out to Mr. Prince O for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you both for the support. Found Theo through this channel. He's doing amazing work. Thank you. Please give Theo his props, his flowers. We need to give brothers, who do the Lord's work, their props, man. Kevin Samuels, rest in peace to that brother. Done a lot of great work. In my opinion, we didn't give him a lot of love while he was still alive. So, while Theo is still here, and of course we wish Theo many more years on this earth, man. 100+ years on this earth. And I know Theo can live very long. He's otherworldly. Okay, he's something out of a Star Wars movie. His genes are different. Okay. So we need you to live long, Theo, man. So look after yourself, your health, okay? shout out to Theo. Shout out to Mr. Fives. I got 5 on it. I got 5 on it. For the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. I've called my project Operation Exodus. Bullnuts expired. Japan changed me. Oh, Japan changed me too, bro. Japan changed me too. Forget about the woman, the way the architecture looked, the neon lights in the dark time, the way you get treated, the respect, the way they treat me as a brother. As a brother, I'm like, this is a dream.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing, when I came back from Japan and I remembered to act as my international self in America. So don't act like the former self, act like an international person. One of the things that American women always said to me was that I'm so masculine. I act like a man. And I was like, yeah, no, duh, because I'm in Japan. You have to act like a man. You're expected to be a man. There isn't any, there's no, that's what your role is. But the women act like women. That's their role. So they're like, hey, I'm a woman. I want a man. I'm going to do my part. I want you to do yours. And then your role is rewarded and you reward their role. And it's a nice synergy. It works really well together. Whereas in the West, so that's why you got to be a passport pro. You got to get out of it. And there's guys who are going through this morass, which is what I went through as well. And there's no win. There's no win at all. You're not going to win in the West. You just have to leave. But you get the education and you get the job, the cash flow. Good. So do that.
Absolutely, man. I'm going to touch upon language. I think that's very important, but give me a second, brothers. Shout out to Mr. Sammy Jones for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, Sammy, for the support. Can you pay in euros when using taxi in Germany? Also, any videos on Sweden? Appreciate what you're doing, brother. You absolutely will have to pay in euros. Germany is in the European zone. They don't take any other currency. So yes, absolutely, bro. Cash or card if they accept card, so you will have to. Any videos coming on Sweden? I got a lot of videos on Sweden already, but if I go there again, I'll obviously get more content for you, brothers. They're checking heavy for brothers in Sweden, but I wouldn't wife them up. Please don't do that. But thank you, bro, for the support. Awesome. Now let's Mr. IC Money. Do you wanna can you read that Russian, brother? What is that?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, let it go. This is weird. Why would they say that? But it's fine. It's not a problem.
Is it some sort of slur?
No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. I'm making sure just in case.
Okay.
But it's not a slur.
Mr. IC Money, do you want to reach out to me on IG? I want to hear your experience with the, chicks in Vancouver. That'd be great, bro. Awesome, brother. So the rise of passport bros is increasing exponentially. And in our space, IT is very important. But like Theo said, please learn the language of the country or continent of your choice. It is very important you do that, brothers. Because when you learn the language of a particular home country, you're going to have access to the top-notch woman. And you want to avoid a woman that speaks too much English. Okay? You want to be immersed in her culture, right? Because her culture is opposite to the toxic Western culture. Don't allow your woman to come into your Western culture. That's where feminism comes into play. That's when, the whole gender ideology comes into play. Pronouns, all that nonsense come into play. I mean, that's not happening. That's not happening where I'm coming from. I don't think so. So again, this is the problem with the West. So I'm telling you, brothers, man. I'm telling you, brothers, right? You need to move as a intellectual passport bro. Okay? Speak on that, Theo.
Yeah, I totally agree. And most of the time, the women in other countries, they don't want to leave their country. They're very attached. They have their girlfriends, their family, their teachers, their job. Their job is going to be very low paying compared to what you're bringing in. But she probably is going to be working. But she likes doing it. She likes, she doesn't want to be bored. And she has her parents, in particular, her extended family. So she would love to give birth to your baby in her country, right? That's how she's thinking about it. She'd like you to stay in her country, but she does not want to go to the West. Like, I'm just thinking, okay, so we talked about pronouns. I was thinking about how the Japanese were talking about it. The Japanese have no real way of dealing with this linguistically, because it's he, she, that's it. You barely use those two, but it's very set in the Chinese character. The kanji is very set. You really can't play around with this. And so I would just say, like, if my wife were here again, she'd be like, what the hell is this stuff? What's wrong with you people in the West? Like, I'm staying right here. She wouldn't even want to touch it. Again, I'm dating someone from Ukraine. We're off and on right now because we're having difficulty. But she's pretty much the same way. She's like, she does not want to deal with that kind of crap at all. And she was just talking to me again today about how she would like to go to New York maybe for a week just to see it. But once the war is done in Ukraine, she would love to live there again. She has no desire to be in the West, even when Ukraine is being invaded. She has no desire. That's what I say. Like, just how strong it is. Don't be thinking that they like you as the Western man. I'm going to say why they like you as the Western man. There's a lot of reasons for it. For one thing, a lot of us in the West, we have been shown some degree of feminism. So we don't agree with it all, but we're not going to go beat up a woman. We respect her desire to work, and we know not to, take advantage of a woman if she in a compromising situation. We know to respect her. And for women abroad, that's a serious benefit. So they're like, hey, this guy is going to take me out. He's going to pay for the bill. He's going to go dancing. He's going to only look at me, and we can talk. And he's going to be a little bit chivalrous with me. He's going to have a good time with me. Oh yeah, I won the lottery. Another thing too is that unlike the West, most of the world, the women are a bit shorter. Again, you saw that IP, and we were traveling. A lot of the women are between, I'd say, 5'2" to 5'4", which is between 158 to about 164 centimeters. So if you are, like, say, 5'7", you won. You don't hear this 6 foot tall requirement. So if you actually are 6 feet tall abroad, you're Giga Chad automatically. But it's true, man. They're going after you. But even if you're 5'7", 5'8", you have so many opportunities. And then lastly, your salary is actually going to be pretty good on the local market. So they're going to want to talk to you. So again, when I was in Japan, I was, again, working locally in Japan. And when I was 28 years old in 2002, I was making $120,000 a year. Well, the average wage for salaried employees in Japan was $70,000 a year. And that was a man who was 45 years old. So I was doing significantly better. And of course, the women paid attention to that. So if you're making lesser money, which a lot of guys are, but they are abroad, that's a significant plus. So let's say you're 5'8", you're making $80,000 a year working remote, you got a date. As long as you're not a lech, yeah, you're fine. They're like, hey, he opened the door for me. He's being a kind gentleman. Wow, okay, she hit the lottery.
Amazing, man. Shout out to Mr. B Irons for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, though, bro, for the support. I'm a student of Theo. I learned about him from Brazil, yes. I went to small town in southern Spain twice. I met a 19-year-old virgin girlfriend. You met a virgin girlfriend at 19 in Spain? How is that even possible? Brother, can you reach out to me on IG? Mr. B Irons, this is a special request from you, brother, okay? If you don't do this, the laws between life or death are in the balance in this universe, okay? If you don't reach out to me, aliens might invade planet Earth and hit us with lasers, okay? So please, bro, you need to message me on IG so we can get you on the channel, or you can speak to me directly about how you even did that. That is, Spanish chicks, some of them are hot, but the problem I have with Spanish girls is that they sleep around too much. They got high body counts, man. I've been to Spain myself. They're checking for brothers, but these chicks are throwing that box around like they ain't no tomorrow. Like they just heard the world's gonna end tomorrow, and they're gonna sleep with 50 guys in the span of 5 hours. I ain't dealing with that, brothers. I ain't dealing with that, brothers. So you're telling me you met a virgin in Spain in 2023? I am shocked. Reach out to me on IG, bro. I need to speak to you about that, brother. This is great intel. You see, only on this channel will you find intel like this, man. Mm-hmm. Only on International Passport, right? You know, straight from England, straight from the UK, man, that you would only find intel like this, man. Mm-hmm. Where else, man? Yeah. Show me love. Show me love from, you know, from the very depths of your heart, man, brothers. Support me, man. If you ain't on the Patreon, I don't know what you're doing right now. You should be on the Patreon as soon as possible. I think the Patreon is probably the best thing about this channel. Ain't that right, Theo?
Oh yeah, you gotta learn a lot in the Patreon. There's a lot going on there. So that's where we start saying the truth, the things we can't say on YouTube. So that's a very good environment to go to. But you're getting the benefit of being in IP's Python class. That's the cream of the crop. So again, the reason why I know is important because I see the students who are taking IP's class, and they're interacting with my students in my AWS class, and they know certain concepts that other students don't know. And I'm like, wow, okay, you learned something with IP. Okay, I can deal with you in a different way. So it's definitely, the synergy is there. Go to his Patreon. Go be a part of it. You'll love it.
You know, thank you, Theo, man. I've done a lot of work for brothers over the past couple of years, man. I just hope the Lord blesses me and Theo with a beautiful woman, a beautiful wife, preferably virgin, submissive, coachable, you know, because, you know, I'm ready to meet, you know, the woman of my dreams. I've worked hard. I've put in work in school. I've helped brothers out. You know, I've changed lives. I want the universe to reward me for that, man. You know, send me and Theo, you know, a great woman. And I'm ready to just, you know, meet the woman of my dreams, fall in love with her. She falls in love with me. We have beautiful babies. She's on my plan. I mean, press a one in the chat if you want that kind of woman as well, brothers, man. Because, you know, I want us all to have families, you know, to walk down that aisle with a woman that you truly love. That's what life's about, man. Yeah. That's what life's about. Go on, Theo.
You're not going to attain it in the West. It's just not going to happen. It's just something that I had, like kind of an epiphany out of a few days ago. And we always say to the women in the West that the men that they want don't exist, or they don't exist in the numbers that they're expecting. But basically, they want a man who not only doesn't exist, but has never existed. Well, the men also want a type of woman. And I was like, yeah, that woman doesn't exist in the West anymore. She used to, but she doesn't exist largely. So when they're saying you can't get the girl that you want, it's not that we can't get the girl that we want. She doesn't exist here. But abroad, they exist in large numbers. So you might as well go ahead and go abroad. It's kind of like, you know, a fish stock, you know, in the Atlantic doesn't exist. So go take your fishing boat someplace else. There's still fish in the ocean. You just got to go to another location. There's nothing wrong with going abroad and finding a woman with whom you can make a beautiful family. In fact, that's actually a beautiful concept and wonderful. And that's exactly what you should do if you're having difficulty in the West. And all of us are. And it's not, I mean, you got Will Smith right there. That was it. I saw the Will Smith situation. I was just like, there's no way. We have lost. It's over. Okay, it's done. There's no way. No. So you just allow Western women. I say, not allow. respect Western women with their strong and independence and their cats and their box wine, and they can go off and do their life if they want to. You go abroad, you make a beautiful family, and on Instagram and Facebook, you post photos of your children being born, you being happy, crying, your family members going to school, baseball, them learning cultural things in another country, and you show them how happy you are, and then those independent women can show you photos of boxed wine. I think it's a good exchange, and just keep it going that way, and say, hey, how you doing? I just want you to know that I talked to my daughter about you. We use you an example of the kind of woman to avoid. This is the model my daughter is taught to avoid, because if she's like you, she's never going to get married. She's never going to find love in her life. She'll just have cats and dogs, and that's it. So, amazing. Guys, do that.
Just a small time girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train to meet some passport bros.
In Colombia,
She met Theo Waff, the IT dude from Chicago. She fell in love in the first sight. So don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Don't stop believing. Passport bros. Let's go. Shout out to Mr. Meb for the $499 super chat, bro. Would a Masters of Computer Science work overseas? I heard going into IT helps, but I wasn't sure about other options. You want to break that down for us, Theo?
Okay. Stop this education process. Stop thinking about getting debt and going to the university system. You don't have to do this. I say this again and again to the guys, don't do it. This is something for the West. For the most part, you need to get a certification in an actual platform. So you need to get a certification, for example, in Microsoft Azure, AWS, GCP, Oracle, SAP, which is another one, Linux, Kubernetes. You actually need to get a certification in there, and then just say that you know what you're doing and you have some experience. They'll take you. You do not have to say that you have a degree at all. And especially abroad, they're more than happy to take you because they don't have enough people who are certified or who understand the platform abroad. So that's one method, or you can just work like what I'm doing. You work in the West, but you work remotely and live someplace else. So stop thinking about the university system. You're not going to get what you want. It's not going to happen. Don't be doing
Thank you, bro. Awesome. Hey, shout out to Theo for that breakdown. Shout out to Mr. B Irons for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, bro, for the support. I went to Jerez de la Frontera, okay, one of the most crisis-ridden and impoverished cities in Spain. I wouldn't have found a feminine virgin in Madrid or Barcelona. This is awesome, bro. That's some great intel. B Irons, I'm gonna need you to reach out to me on IG as soon as possible, bro. This is amazing intel. Thank you, brother. I want to know how she treats you and what's your plans for her. Shout out to Mr. J Remo for the £5 super chat. I appreciate you, bro, for the support. Met a 23-year-old virgin from Mongolia going over there in a few months. Mr. J Remo, can you also reach out to me on IG, bro, and let me know how you actually met her? Was it through online dating? Did you meet her in the UK? I want to know, bro, because these Mongolian chicks, they're super hot, and they're checking for brothers too, man. So, brother, let me know. It's funny how you brothers are meeting virgins, man. It's amazing. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So when I was in France, Algerian and Syrian, they were both virgins. My girlfriend in Russia, she was a virgin as well. There's not for the streets. And then, it's not so prevalent today, but it's still there. But again, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, oh yeah, Tajikistan, oh yeah, there's some hot women, like seriously hot. So if it weren't for the war, I'd be in Kazakhstan. That's I'd go for that.
Oh, amazing, man. This is great, man. Brothers meeting virgin woman. And obviously, brothers, if she's a good woman, wife her up, man. I mean, if you take it, wife her up. You know, you've actually found the ultimate level of life, the key to life now. You know, God has sent you a virgin. Wife her up, man. That's all good, man. Are you frozen, Theo? You good?
No, I'm here.
You're like you seen a ghost, bro.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about Kazakhstan there for a while. I was like in a dance, like a trance, and then I was reading some of the super chats, and I was like, oh, why am I here? Let's just go to Kazakhstan. Like, no,
Theo,
Theo, they're gonna put you in jail if you go there. You can't go.
Theo, you love women too much, Theo. You love women too much, bro. That's why you were looking like that. It's like, oh, man, I want them more. I want 10 wives now.
After being in the West, I mean, I don't know. There's a bunch of lizards in the West. That's how it really is. Not really a female. It's they say they're a woman. I'm like, okay, I guess. I'm just like, I'm done with you. So abroad, it's just so amazing just how they treat you. Like one of my students right now is in Thailand, and I had a class last night, and he called in from he zoomed in from Thailand. I was so envious of him. I was sitting there. I was like, if I could teleport there right now, I'd do it. And he was talking about how much fun he was having. I was like, yep, you are. Yep. Working remote, totally happy.
This is what I'm talking about, brothers, man. Get into IT, book an IT consultation with me, and then join my mentoring plan on the page or on the Patreon. I'm here to help guide you in this amazing IT space. You know, the brother Justin who sent a super chat the other week, he was my mentee. He's in IT now. He's happy. He's got plans to go abroad. I mean, life begins for him. You know, life begins for him. And when you learn the language of a country that you're particularly interested in, you're interested in Colombia, you learn Spanish, you master it, you're an ultimate passport, bro, man. Then you join my Patreon, you see the advice that Theo gives on my Patreon about investing in property, in stocks, while working IT, buying property. I mean, what more can you ask for, man? And then we got more content coming on the way regarding health, eating the right food, keeping healthy as brothers. I mean, we're setting you brothers up for success. This ain't no game for me, brothers. This ain't no game to me, man. This means the world to me. You know, I have sacrificed my free time over the past couple of years doing this YouTube channel. I don't have a social life in the West anymore. It is study, it is go to the gym, and it is working on this channel and mentoring brothers. That's my life. I ain't been to no club in the UK, you know, for the past 5 years. I ain't been to no bar. I ain't been to no party, brothers. Saturday nights, Friday nights, Sunday nights, it's this channel, live streams, editing videos. Bruv, I'm sacrificing my free time. I'm sacrificing my leisure time for you brothers. This ain't no game to me, man. This ain't no game to me, brothers. This right here is life. This right here is life, bro. This ain't no game, bro. You know? This means the world to me. This means the world to Theo too. Go on, Theo. Go on, bro.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And we have to keep this message. We have to continue advancing the message, because what the West is doing right now is basically trying to destroy, genocide, exterminate men. And we're not, like, again, I'm looking at this situation like, you guys are nuts. Like, we're not even going to participate in this. So the best thing you can do, honestly, is get your money up, get your skills right, and go and leave and have that life abroad like I did continuously. I was totally happy. And yeah, we are putting a lot of time into this. And that's because we want you to enjoy what we had before, or actually, in particular, what I had before. Now, just because I'm in Austin right now, I'm going to be setting myself up so that I can leave. And so I'm probably my goal is September, 2025, to be able to leave the United States for 10 months at a time. And so I'm getting myself into that position. I'll probably be going to Brazil and Thailand soon, and then also Slovakia and Colombia as well. So those are all going to be happening relatively soon. But again, we put some time into it, and we're telling you guys, hey, also put time into it. Join the courses with us, study, get certified, go through the process, study. Like, don't allow your inner demons to keep you with Keisha, because that's what Keisha wants. I'll leave Keisha, because when you get on if you go to, like, example, Japan, you land in Japan and you're on the train and you look around, there's no Keisha. Keisha's gone. Like, you're gonna be like, why did I ever think about Keisha? What was I doing? So, like, I was eating food in the West. Like, what was I eating? And then I was with Keisha. Was I nuts? And then you're in this beautiful country. It's beautiful culture. The food is amazing. And the women treat you in such a way. You're like, why was I ever treated like this before? And you're happy. It's wonderful. And they're not doing it for a green card. They're doing it because that's normal. That's how they treat people. They treat you with respect. So, guys, be a part of it. Be a part of the movement. Keep it going.
Thank you for that breakdown there, Theo. I'm going to open up the phone line soon. So we're going to obviously wrap up our segment, Theo, in regards to the Manosphere Conference. And if you want to speak about, etc., about successful passport bros on the rise, and then we'll get the phone lines open up for questions, etc., etc., and have a great Q&A session. Shout out to Mr. I Am Jules for the $10 super chat. I Am Jules, thank you very much for the support. It is greatly appreciated. Salute to IP and Theo. Been enjoying the interviews and glad to see so many men getting SAA certs in the group. So SAA stands for Solutions Architect Associate, AWS cert. So thank you for the kind words, bro. And I'm happy you're enjoying the interviews, man. You get your certification, you get your first IT job, you watch my channel, the interviews, and you start picking apart what country suits you. You know, you start thinking about, where do I want to go in life? What direction? This channel will give you that direction. So thank you there. Thank you very much there, Mr. I Am Jules. Much appreciation, bro. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. Sid Osley for the $4.99 super chat. Hey, appreciate you, bro. Sid Osley for the support. Thank you, brother. Much appreciation, bro. And welcome in the building, Mr. Gone, bro.
He's a good student. Very good. Very attentive.
Amazing.
Fighter. Keeps it going. I see him being a full-fledged passport bro within the next year.
Damn. Ooh. He's a fighter, huh? Is he a Mr. Kung Fu fighter?
I think I don't know what Pokemon he would be, but he would be one of the characters, and he's somebody who can go someplace else and thrive. And so it's just, I see him as being a seed who needs different ground to grow. So just a question of time. We put him into another environment, he's going to be invincible.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Sid Osley, and welcome in the building, Mr. Johnny Walker in the building, the legend. Welcome, Johnny. Awesome. So, Mr. Theo, I'm about to open up the phone lines. Do you want to wrap up the first part of this segment of stream? Go on, brother.
Sure. So again, Class 5 is going to start at the Manosphere Conclave September 8th through the 10th. You need to be there in person. It's going to be focusing on Azure, multi-cloud, so Azure, GCP, and AWS, and also on DevOps. It'll have Python automation as well, Terraform automation, and so it'll be a much more advanced class of what I'm doing right now. But I'm hinting at what this class is going to be in Class 4. If you're one of my students right now, It's going to be hot. It's going to be great. It'll be 1 year long. And then I'll be doing the advanced security with the CISSP, ISSAP, and CCSP. And that'll be also for 1 year. Guys, this stuff is for free. Normally, when I was teaching CISSP, it would be $2,500 per week per student. You're getting it for free. And again, guys, everybody who's listening, I only teach Black men. So if you're, yeah, because who else is doing something for us? Nobody. So we got to do it ourselves, because we don't have any government or anybody else helping us out now. The only thing they're trying to do is take our money for child support, or con us to be a single father, take our money that way, or put us into jail. It's about it in the West. This is an opportunity we get to have to set our own tone, to set our own vision of ourselves, make something of ourselves, and go abroad and leave. Say, screw it, we're done. And I really encourage you guys to do it. Again, you guys can take it. Don't be thinking that you can't do it. You can. Just join. Go see us in Atlanta. We're setting you up. Just make sure you have a computer. That's it. That's a big thing. Again, common questions that are there. I have no background in IT. That's fine. My first 2 students that I passed in 2020, they were both convicts. They only had a GED that they got in the jailhouse, and they had been released from jail, and they were both fishermen. And we were on Reddit together, and they contacted me on Reddit. I was telling what my career was, and I showed them how to get the AWS certifications. And during coronavirus, they got certified and went from being convicts. Remember, they're convicts, they're felons. They went from being felons on a fisher boat with a GED in the slammer to getting over $120,000 a year doing AWS development. And after, we still talk to each other. And I was like, after that, if I can get them to do it, what's your excuse? I can easily teach you and help you do it. But the difference was that those guys were hungry. They didn't want to be where they were anymore. And if you're hungry, if you want a way out, and you're willing to do the work, you can get the reward. So I'm here to help you out. So's IP. Again, do IP's Python class. He's going to teach you stuff I'm not going to touch. And you get Python programming. It's worth it. It's just so worth it. So.
Yes, indeed. Thanks there, Mr. Theo. So I'll be teaching Python in conjunction with Theo's new class in September. I will only teach it once I have the appropriate headcount. If the headcount is too low, I won't go ahead with it. So if you're serious about being a ultimate passport bro, knowing IT, take my Python class, and more details will be coming out around July, August time in regards to upcoming invites and invitations on how to join my upcoming Python class. Awesome. So I've just posted my socials. So send in a request to join my Facebook group. Send in the request to follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you join my Patreon. Make sure you copy the merch too. And you support the channel by hitting the PayPal and the super chats. So let's get the phone lines open up and let's have a great Q&A session. Let's get it cracking, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be a good fall. I'm gonna be making some really strong Cloud Jedi. I'm gonna have some really strong students. So
yeah, I think fall is gonna be amazing because for me, I'm gonna spend this summer just studying, and just getting my language skills up. I know everyone's out there. The women are out in beauty shorts when they're looking fine. I ain't gonna lie, they're Western women, but they're looking fine. But we gotta have discipline and control ourselves and just be at home studying, man. Study for your future.
It's kind of like if I see an Instagram model or an OF girl, I know it's like looking at one thing, but she's dead inside. And I'm like, I don't even want that. It's like a Dorito. Tastes great, but it's deadly for you. I'm not going to do that. I'm done. So I don't even look at it. if you look at women abroad, again, think about Japan when you're there. Think about their internal beauty. Their internal beauty was intense. So their physical beauty is like a secondary. Their inner beauty is amazing. And I would rather have that and have peace and have somebody who's funny and witty and wants my children. I'd rather have that in my house than this Western woman who has the booty in a certain way, but has an end count higher than like the Empire State Building. I'm just like, boom. The thing is I made this concept of the N1 and the N2. So you get a woman's end count and you get your end count, and you divide her end count by your end count, and then you get this quotient, right? I think that's a quotient. I call that the N2. And if her N2 is still higher than your N1, just stop. And how many times have I met women who had that situation? And I was like, no, man, no, I'm done. So why would you even date them? Why would you even consider them? Just flee.
Facts, bro. Shout out to the Black Muslim for the $5 super chat. The Black Muslim, thank you very much for the support. I can attest to the Python class. We are learning a bunch. Thank you, bro, for the kind words. I'm super happy that you are enjoying the Python class, and it's been very informative. That fills me up with joy. I appreciate you, bro. And I'll see you in class very soon. Thank you, brother. Mm-hmm. So let me bring in Mr. 5. You're confirmed, bro. Okay, 5. You got your camera on. Do you want to turn it off or off? That's good, brother. Okay, let me bring in Mr. 5. What's going on, 5?
Hey, how y'all doing? Can you hear me clear? Everything good?
Yeah. Everything's good, bro. Everything's good. How you keeping? It's been a minute. You good?
Things were dicey, but I'm back on my feet successfully. That's why I was able to donate $10 today. And I'm glad y'all copped the actually triple entendre, because the end of my name is a 5 where the S is supposed to be. So, yeah.
Fives.
But no, things were very dicey, and I'm back on my feet now. First off, I'm just going to say, because this is directly towards Theo, you were right. About what? Yes. I went to Japan. People probably don't remember. I came on a stream where I was nervous about going to Japan. And I was just nervous about like a bunch of other stuff, what could possibly happen, whatever the case was. And you were basically like, can you stay extra time? And I was fighting and clawing, but I couldn't. I was only there for a week. I was only there for an event. And I go, and I regret every single day that I did not stay longer, because when you go to Japan, you have a 3-month non-visa stamp, right? It's a 3-month stamp that you get in your passport. It's an immigration card, quote unquote. But when you go there, I don't really care where it is. You need more than a week. A week is blasphemy, and I can't believe that it was just why am I here? Why?
Yeah.
The other thing, but that's not all. The other thing I have to say that you were right about is because I also remember the first time I came on this channel, period. I am still aspiring to do project management, right? I'm currently in, but I wanted to, I guess, try it because I'm a veteran, right? So I get benefits. So I'm with Syracuse University. I'm with Intellectual Point. But then I heard specifically Theo come on and talk about how CompTIA is like how to easily get replaced, especially with all this automation going on. And guess what's the first thing Intellectual Point brings me in? CompTIA Sec Plus. Great. Fantastic. So, I mean, but they're paying me.
That's not a bad cert. Security Plus isn't a bad cert, bro. Did you say it's Security Plus?
CompTIA Sec Plus, yes.
That's not a bad cert, bro. The government recognizes that in the USA, and you can get good jobs with Security Plus. There's only some CompTIA certs that are dodgy. When it comes to security certs from CompTIA, the government loves it. But carry on, bro.
Well, I've just heard, Theo trashing it, and I was just kind of like, okay, basically, I don't want what doesn't work. Is my whole thing. And if Theo says he doesn't work, I'm going to take the word of him versus anybody else, because he's the expert. I'm the novice. I'm not going to just do it just cause. But again, they paid me to be a part of this program, and now I'm stuck until July.
Mm. So if you do take Sec Plus, at least that it will help you to do the CISSP. And the CISSP is the mega cert for security, and you will again. Like I was just teaching last night. Everything you see around me is because of CISSP. I would not be able to afford it without that cert. Literally, my house, everything, every object you see is because of CISSP. So I would say go get it. You could be in my class, get it, rule it, and you will get so much money afterwards. You'll be so set. You'll wonder why you did anything before then. Now, in terms of where you are right now, of course, if you have a government benefit and they're paying you to do something, go with it. I can't knock that, even though I like to, but I'll stay my tongue with that one. But when you get into the real world, go get the CISSP. You can study with me; you'll be fine. And at least you're probably used to studying something intense at this point. My class is very intense, so you'll be studying quite a lot. And but you'll come out of it security professional without a doubt.
Awesome.
All right. Sorry.
Go on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just the last thing I want to say before you continue the show, let other people in, etc., is that again, this is specifically for Theo. Is just because again, you gave me a set plan, and I am still on that plan, right? PMP, and then CSPM, and then just something to show that I can do this IT thing for real, right? That is the plan.
Yeah,
I am still.
The CSPM is actually very good, sir. Yeah, I would definitely get that. So one of my guys got the CSPM, and yeah, he also got the AWS certs. He's set, so he's in Brazil right now. Yeah, he's having a good time. So definitely go do that. Now we talk about Japan real quick. Where were you in Japan again when you went there?
I was in the main Tokyo area, right? So Akihabara,
yeah.
Asakusa, Shinjuku, et cetera. Again, I was there for an event, so
yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's hard to only be there for a certain amount of time. So I'm gonna be there again. So I'm gonna be there in October, November. And one of the things that I want to do is if I'm there with brothers is I'm gonna show you where to actually go and stay. So I'm gonna go to the west part of Tokyo, because most people aren't in Tokyo itself. They're actually on the outskirts. And so I'm going to show you where the actual Japanese people are and how fun those places are on the outskirts. And then you come into to Tokyo to do things with your friends and go out, but you really stay on the outskirts. And I need to show you guys what that is. And when you guys are out there, if you guys are with me at that time, you're going to love it. It's such a fun time. It's actually human. Tokyo is a lot of concrete, but I mean it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong; it's actually amazing. But the real human side is going to be on the west side or actually on the north and Saitama, something like that.
Right.
So we're going to do that again. 1 week is hard. If you're having a hard time after that, I told you. But
yeah,
again,
you were absolutely right.
Yeah, go back again, try it again. Yeah, you'll have a different experience. I'm trying to set this up. We're trying to get hostel rooms for guys so that they don't have to pay like an exorbitant amount in the hotel rooms, but they can say $500 for 3 weeks. That's what I'm trying to get that set up for guys.
Gotcha. But last thing, I do have more I want to say, but last thing I'll say before the show continues is just, again, it's my thorough apology to you, Theo, because I tried to do it my way. I really thought I was like, can I do this my way? And I'm like, no, I need help with what? Yes, IT, finances, Japan, just give me the works, because I tried this before and I failed. So I accept defeat.
Yeah. Defeat is an excellent teacher. Defeat taught me well. And so a lot of that things that I'm passing on to you guys is not only from my successes, but from my defeats. And for example, how to work abroad and not get fired, because it happened to me once. I worked abroad and I got fired. So I have lessons to teach you about how to avoid that situation and be successful. So keep on coming back. Thank you for the compliments. Keep on studying, and I want to see what you do. I want to see how you blossom the next year. I think you can be back in Japan, rocking it and kicking it, and you'll be like the ultimate passport bro. Just a question of time.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks for calling in there, Fives. Shout out to Mr. J Remo for the £5 super chat. Thank you, Jay, for the support again. J Remo, appreciate the support, brother. Third time tonight, it means a lot to me. Leaving UK for Dubai for tax-free salary. Awesome. After getting my certification and Bachelor's of Science in Computing, UK is tough to get a 200k salary. Advice for passport bros. Well done, bro. Do you have a job offer in Dubai already, or is that your plan in the future? That is definitely a great plan. You earn 10k a month, 15k a month tax-free. Ooh, you're gonna be balling, man. So that's a good plan there, bro. So well done there, Jay Remo. Let me know if you actually have a job set up for you in Dubai already. How did you do it? What's your advice for the brothers? You can reach out to me on IG or wherever, brother. That's awesome. Fantastic, man.
Yeah. You're UK. You guys are set up for destruction. I mean, really, it is. Advanced wages is just a death sentence there. So you can barely get 100,000K there. And then if you do, you're taxed at 40%. So you go, okay, so that's basically 5K a month. Ooh. What can you do with that? A sandwich and a pint? That's it, you're done. After rent? Not going to happen. And then Keisha thinks you have way more money, so she thinks you're making like 12,000 quid a month after taxes. You're like, what are you talking about? I'm on the same horrible taxation system as you are. Like, what's going on? And then she's in La La Land. I'm like, no, man, you don't have the money for that. That's why, I somewhat like the UK. I like to go there for a vacation and then get out. But I mean, I like some parts of London. I think it's actually very beautiful. But long term, I couldn't do it because of the tax system. It's not going to happen. You guys basically force educated, competent people to leave. And that's what socialism does. You basically having socialism at the top for the advanced earners. So, oh well,
Facts, man. Let me tell you, bro, it's tough in the UK, man. Me being from the UK is super tough. The tax high, cost of living is crazy. It's just not feasible for me and other brothers in the UK. So J Remo is doing a great work by having that plan already. There are certain spots in the world that brothers cannot ignore. Part of us thinking like passport bros is knowing how the world operates and being very in touch with world affairs. There are other emerging markets that brothers should take advantage of, where the money's going to be in the next 5-10 years, or even 1 year from now. You need to be reading the news. You need to be in touch with world affairs, because the wealth that's going to happen in certain countries, brothers need to take advantage of that. And IT, you are in the perfect position. Nothing runs without IT. There's a reason why I'm telling you, brothers, get into IT. The world cannot run anymore without IT. The cloud, you have big companies putting their data in the cloud. And if the cloud falls, they lose money every second. How do you protect that? Security. How do you build things? Coding. IT is the fundamentals right now. You need to get into it. And if you ain't in it, if you ain't thinking about getting into it, good luck, man. Good luck. Because me and Theo, we're showing you the way forward. Okay? Awesome. Is that Chewbacca?
Yeah, he's being a little punk. So I'm trying to get him up here. Yeah, I saw Lando. I saw Lando was in there. It's like I have Chewbacca say hi to Lando. So I'm trying to get him up here, but he's being a punk. No, I don't want to leave the Falcon. No, I want to stay in the Falcon. No. Come here. Okay, get up here. See, Lando's there. Say hi to Lando. Hey there. Hey, Lando. Hey there. There. Hey there. So there you go.
Hello, Chewbacca. Chewbacca.
Yeah, I have to do an entire. Just so you guys know, so I've got dogs, right? If I do 10 months abroad, that means my dogs can't be in the States. I have to bring my dogs 10 months abroad. Like, they have to be abroad. And I have to think of an entire policy how to do this. So it's not the easiest thing in the world. That's why you actually have to have the proper thinking. That's, again, I'm thinking about this from the beginning. But again, my dogs came from Japan, which my original set of dogs came from Japan. I had to make sure I could transport them to the United States. So these kinds of thoughts are actually in our heads when we're talking to you inside the classes about how to prepare. One of the things that I can teach you about is how to have a property in the United States, but then Airbnb it while you're abroad. So basically, you get a little bit of income, but the Airbnb will actually pay for all the upkeep and the loan, the mortgage that you have. And you don't, the money that you get is not so important. It's just that while you're abroad, you get a free asset in the West. So when you come back, you've got a place to stay. And if you do crash in the West, something does happen, you need to retreat back to the West, you have a place, you have some place to go to. So you need to have that kind of plan in place. And again, in the class, when we're teaching, I teach those kind of ideas. So there's a lot of value add in here. It's not just, code this and there's a server and OS update and things like that. Now, we're actually teaching you the real approach to how to deal with being a Passport Pro in a very effective manner.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Side note here, Theo, what's the most effective method to learn a new language? What is it? Is it just writing the word and every single time until it sticks? But you find that you can forget it. How do you learn a language? But what's your most effective method?
Okay, so let me give kind of a thorough answer on this. I'll try to be concise because you have some time. Again, linguistic theory. Again, I studied this quite a lot. The number one method is to have an incentive to integrate to their culture. And the number one incentive is that you want to shag one of their citizens. So, so basically, find a country where you really like the women, and then you'll learn the language in order to talk to the women. You have an interest to do it. And then in that case, you need to learn how to, well, I always do written first. I do repetition very highly. And then after that, I do verbal and audio and listening. With the amount of media that you have right now, you can do audio and listening simultaneously while you're doing repetition writing. What I disagree with, what I get on guys for, is if you're using an app or some sort of like say YouTube in order to learn a language, but you can only speak in the present tense, the past tense, and maybe a little bit the future. That's it. You can't do a conditional. You can't say a theoretical situation. You can't say anything more complex. It means you know how to basically speak like a kid, and you'll appear as a kid when you talk. But if you actually get the grammar books, you actually go through and learn the grammar, you'll appear much more intellectual, and that's going to go a long way with the women. And then after that, you need to learn little expressions that people normally say. So get a phrase book. That's really important to do. So one series, I got the book right here. This is Barron's 501. This is for Portuguese verbs. I use this for French, Russian, Japanese, not really, because I use other references for Japanese. But again, Portuguese, Ukrainian, I think it's 201 for Ukrainian. I'm using it now. I just ordered it for Spanish. I have other things for Korean and Thai. So you need to have an understanding of the grammar fundamentally, like why they have a sentence structure. As long as you do that, you put some time into it, you'll be fine. But again, number one, you want to shag their women. That's you got to like if you let's say like a country like I don't want to shag their women. Hold on, let's say like Switzerland. Okay, I'm not too big in this and the women from Switzerland. Well, I'm not going to learn their grammar. I know their grammar to some degree. I've studied it in linguistics, and I'm like, I ain't going to go through all this crap in their case structure because these women ain't worth it. So I'm not going to learn it. There's no way. I don't care how sexy she is. I know how they are. I'm not going to be with them, right? So that ends it right there. It's done because I don't want to shag them, right? But again, if you want a Japanese woman, it's amazing how well you start learning kanji. You start learning hiragana, katakana. You start learning sentence structure, basic expressions, and suddenly you get really good at it. It's because you want the women. So that's my 2 yen on the topic.
Amazing, thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. B Irons for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro, for the support again. Much appreciation, brother. You need to DM me on IG after the stream. I speak Spanish so well, I got a slight accent in English as well. When you start dreaming and thinking in another language, you know you've embodied it. Awesome, bro. How did you learn Spanish, brother? It'd be great for you to let us know, B Irons. That'd be great. Thank you. Awesome, brother. You know, you learning Spanish gives you access to the whole of South America. That's Panama, Colombia, Peru, Chile, Mexico. I'm telling you, man, learn the language, brothers. Learn the language. Shout out to Mr. Gonfio.
I was going to say, you're really going to make it when you make out with the girls and you're only using her language. And then you can, while you're making out with her, you're making her laugh because you're doing little linguistic plays. And get a feather, and you're kind of using the feather to turn her on, and you're talking with her language and just going back and forth. Yeah, I've done that. Like you get them this fluster. They're like, I don't know what to do with you. Like, I know what I'm gonna do with you. So it's some good stuff. I'm just saying. Like, yeah. Oh, I gotta leave the country again. I don't even know why I'm here anymore. This is it. I'm wasting my time. Oh, it's good abroad. Anyway,
I'm just imagining, you have a dime Spanish chick right in front of you, man. Long black hair, peanut butter brown skin, beautiful curves. You put her forward, you kiss her, you're like, mi amor, my love, mi amor, mi amor.
Yeah, you gotta play around. You gotta like get some expressions. I can't do it in Spanish. I could do this in Japanese all day long. So you just do some changes. Something that you never heard of. Because one of the things about black men that I learned internationally is that black men are really good linguists. Black men tend to be excellent with language. And when we get the language, we're like, hey, we're going to play around with this. We're going to change it, kind of like Shakespeare. We're going to like rap. We're going to, not so much for like rap, but and the lyrics, we're going to play with the lyrics and do it differently. And the women, they love it. So when the black men become really good with the language, those women, man, they hear the words, man, it's done. It's over. It's an easy time. It's just okay. Anyway, I should go to Patreon for that. Anyway, I'm just saying it's a great experience.
All right, brothers, feel free to call in. And while we wait for a caller, let me give you brothers some homework, and you type in the answer in the live stream chat, right? So I'm going to speak Spanish to you, brothers. Right, I'm going to say this. Mi amor es bonita. Mi amor es bonita. Don't say anything, Theo. What does it mean in the live stream chat? All right, so brothers who know Spanish should know what this means. Mi amor es bonita. Mi amor es bonita. Yeah, right. Let me know what that means in the live stream chat. And feel free to call in, brothers. Feel free to call in. It's a classic, man. Don't waste this time, man. We got time tonight. We're going to break it down. Okay? Call in. Hey, amazing. Look at that. See, brothers learning the Spanish field. Look at that. I've got 3 people ready that have written the right answer. Nope, the right answer is Poo. My love is beautiful. So bonita is beautiful. Mi amor es bonita. So you have a half Colombian, half Japanese chick right in front of you, right? She grew up in Colombia, but she's still very strong to her Japanese side. She's beautiful. She's got nice hips. You pull her forward. You run your fingers through her hair. Look around the eyes. Look at her pink lips. Her beautiful eyes. You know, her neck smells good. She put perfume there this morning. You pull her forward. Hey, baby. Mi amor es bonita. Kiss me right now.
Well, let's play with it. Let's do it like this. You say you have mi amor es bonita, right? But I would say okay. Es bonichan. Es bonichan. Mi es bonichan. Mia es bonichan. And I would play around with that because I'm putting the chan from Japanese into it. Right? And so then you're playing with it. You're saying something that no one ever said to her before. Right? Because so you're making the beauty into a nickname for her. And I guarantee you, no one's going to call her Bonichan in Colombia. Ain't going to happen. So you're the first one. You get to own it. And you can say, es Bonichan. You can say, like, again, Bonichan, mi amor. And then, again, it's the variety. That's why I say, like, if you can play with the language and do variations linguistically and make rhymes like they've never heard before, they're done. That's it. That's what I did in Japan. I did that all the time. They're just, boop, just another Japanese girl. Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Shout out to Mr. B Irons for the $2 super chat. Thank you, bro, for the support again. Developed a slight Spanish accent in English. Wow, you must be really deep in that. I don't have a Japanese accent yet in English. I hope not. Ugh. But you know, that's interesting. Thank you, bro. Awesome, man. Don't be shy, brothers. Call in. Don't be shy. Call in.
I want to talk about the accents real quick. The accents are normal, and so you just have to keep on listening to the linguistics. Listen to a source again and again, and then study phonetics, and you get to know how your tongue is working and where your tongue should be in your mouth. So, for example, all of us are English speakers, right? Because we have the same background from a small little island in the Atlantic. So, English R is very unique in the world. Like, very few other languages have the English R. So it's actually something you need to get rid of when you speak another language. You need to say their R correctly. And if you could also for the Americans, again, on our side, we have this vowel called ah, right? It's classically said in had. Okay, that ah sound is weird. It doesn't exist in most other languages in the world. It should be had, right? Because that's how the English would say it, had. That's actually a very good way of saying a. So if you study linguistics to some degree, this will help you, phonetics. This will help you change your accent, and you'll be able to speak these other languages in a much more effective manner. You just need to know where your tongue is and where it should be for the other languages.
Thank you very much for that, Theo. Much appreciated, bro. So, Mr. Five, anything else you want to chime in on, bro?
Yeah, I did. I did have extra questions because the language thing, I ended up doing German in Germany. So I actually kind of got over my fear of that because I used to be a terrible language learner. Now I'm very confident in it. But my questions are more back to the IT side of things, if we can go there.
Sure. Of course.
So this is basically the last things I'm going to ask, and then I'll go ahead and log off and wish you all a good night. But my biggest thing is that I tend to bite off more than I can chew. And when Theo, like, for example, when Theo said, get your certified security project manager, get your, Azure 104, all those things. I'm the type of guy to go after all those things simultaneously. which is not the way to do it. So I ended up doing the Kanban, and I learned about the Kanban as far as like an organizational system in Japan. It's been really helpful, but I guess my thing is as far as like prioritizing certifications for IT, how to go about it, because I don't want to, I don't know. It's just weird because IT is one of those fields that you join and then you're still behind because everything's changing every day. So I don't know what to go for first or last. And it's weird because I usually know how to prioritize, right? But in this case, I don't.
Okay, let me hold on for a second. Let me stop the camera quick. Let me go to their desk real quick. Let me show you something, because you don't have to do something like one after the other after the other. That's not really required. And the way that I learn, I almost always learn multiple topics at the same time. And I did that in university. And when I was in undergrad, I was in, my last year of undergrad, my classes were in 4 languages. So it was just a part of life. I didn't really care about it. So hold on. Let me get the cam back on real quick. Let me show you. Okay. So I showed this on my Facebook. I'm going to show you what I'm learning right now, what I'm going through and studying. So this is original Thai English dictionary, right? So I need a dictionary for Thai. Okay. And then I already showed you the advanced Korean grammar book right here. Okay, so that's there. 1,100 short expressions in Korean. Got that. Colloquial Thai, right? Beginner's Korean, so I need to go back and review the basics before I go to advanced. Verb complexes in Thai. Korean Hangul, I'm really rusty in Hangul, so I have to go back and do the Hangul again. Then, this is the 2nd year Spanish book for university. I need to go back and go through this because my Spanish is really rusty. It's just horrible. So if I want to do pickup game in Colombia, my Spanish needs to be better. Next one, leading the audit function, right, for a company, right? Designing machine learning systems. Data engineering with AWS. The complete guide to cybersecurity risks and controls. I'm going to join on that one. And this one, practical cloud security. Got that one, reading that one. And then security and Microsoft microservices architectures on AWS. I need to have this one for tomorrow in particular. I'm going through all of this simultaneously, right? And I'm teaching Kubernetes and I have my work. So saying that you only can do one thing at a time, I disagree with that. What you have to do is make sure that you're persistent and you have a schedule and that you're actually learning something at a defined schedule on a daily basis. It's kind of like exercising. If I don't exercise at the same time every day, I usually get lost and it's like gaining weight again. I need to have a particular schedule. I need to have a food schedule. I need to stick to it, or else I'm not going to get the body that I want. The same thing for your mind. If you stick to a schedule and you're like, hey, I'm going to devote 6 hours a day to study, and this is what my study schedule is going to be, you can actually learn multiple things. It doesn't have to be one after another after another. If you are in the university system, you're not going to be studying just one thing. It's going to be multiple classes in different areas, and that's fine. You can handle it. So I got a lot of my students who kind of like what you're saying. They're like A, B, C, and I always tell them, no, do them all. Do A through C simultaneously. You can do it. It's not hard. As long as B is not dependent on A or A is not dependent on B and vice versa, then you have to do one by one. But for the most part, you don't have to. Just get rid of video games, get rid of women in particular, alcohol, and any kind of YouTube, any kind of distraction, and just put your head down and study to death. And yeah, you can do it.
And and the results will show for it. And part of my mentorship program with brothers who I mentor on IT, they have that kind of time management problem. So we have a discussion. What you're doing every day, what's taking your time. I actually help them do a schedule. I write a schedule for them. I write a timetable for them. It's all about being consistent, having structure, and executing. Okay. You need to drop some things that are taking time every day. Are you watching too much Netflix? Is the 4 hours you spent on watching Netflix? Could you spend that 4 hours studying? Learning a new language, taking a half an hour break, learning IT. I mean, only you can change your life, man. No one else. You need to put your head down for a couple months, study every day, and then you will see the results. Every little thing you do, right, becomes a big thing at the end of your journey. So that big exam that you're studying for, even though it appears to be a lot of information, let's say you have a 500-page book you have to read. If you read 10 pages a day over a 6-month period, you've gone through it. Don't think about the hard things at the beginning of your journey. Think about the end goal. Put your head down and have structure, right? Again, that's why I got the mentorship going on in my Patreon program. If you're suffering with that kind of issue regarding structure, your life is in shambles, book a consultation with me, go on the Patreon mentorship program. This is what I do for brothers, man. And you can see the success is there. I'm getting brothers into IT. Brothers now have structure in their lives. I tell brothers the secrets to learning to work abroad, and your employer won't even know about it. I know that trick, and I know how to do it very, very well. Okay? You have all the tools on this channel to live a successful, complete life. Make use of it. Hold on. Shout out to Mr. J Remo for the £5 super chat. 4th time tonight. J Remo is out here showing his support. We got over 105 people. There should be a lot more support, man. I mean, this channel is saving lives. It's giving directions. It's giving you hope. You can support brothers. I know you can. All right. If this channel has reached through to you, has given you hope, has changed your life, feel free to support, man, because it's not easy doing this. So appreciate you, Jay, for the support. £5 super chat. Can speak Arabic. Grew up in the Middle East when I was younger. Have a few connections over there, but you can get by with just English in Dubai. Awesome, bro. Fantastic, brother. Fantastic. I hope it goes well for you in Dubai, bro. Get that money, bro. Shout out to Mr. Brandon L. Harrison for the $10 super chat. Brandon, appreciate the support, bro. That means a lot to me, brother. Thank you so very much, man. Thank you, bro. So this is a great live stream so far. Can we go for another hour? Is that okay with you, Theo?
Yeah, no
Let's
problem.
Go,
so you really do have to make that priority, and if you don't, it's going to be much more difficult for you. And what I always say is, you want to go back to the 90s. Because social media and all these other media sources are messing things up. And I find myself at times, like if I'm too close in the manosphere and I'm monitoring things, then I'll do like a denial service attack on my brain by like 10 o'clock in the morning, and I can barely work for the rest of the day. And so I have to turn the YouTube off. I don't have Netflix. I just got rid of Disney Plus. People can believe it. First off, they had Lizzo on there. I said, I'm done with that. And then secondly, I didn't want it to be a disturbance to me anymore, because I have so much to study. So I don't have any other streaming service available to me at all. If I want to watch sports, I have to go to the gym. I don't have cable in my house. I don't even have a TV. So if I want to eat, I usually eat right here at my desk, because I have a chair here. I make things very strict for myself, and my books are you should see it. My books are all around me, so I'm always studying. And what IP said is entirely correct. You could do 10 pages a day, but what I always say, again, especially when I was in school, but even now, let's say that you have one book that the first 10 pages really suck and it's just hard. But you have another book and the first 10 pages are easy. Well, then if you go through it and you stick to it, maybe you get done with 20 pages, you do one quickly, but the other one is hard. But the next day, the next 10 pages, it might be the reverse. And what you're going to find is that you're going to go bounce back and forth between topics. And some are going to be easy and some are going to be hard. And what you're going to learn is just to keep on going no matter what, and you'll get to the end. What a lot of guys do is they say, for example, the first 10 pages are hard, but this other book, the first 10 pages are easy. They're just going to go through the path of least resistance and go with the easy one. And that's not the way to do it, because you won't develop properly.
Yeah.
You need to do the easy and the hard simultaneously. If you need to drink some water, you need a shot of whiskey, I don't care what it takes. Go through and just sit and go through it, and you will make it. I got to do this designing machine learning systems. I've never designed machine learning systems. I got to figure this out. I got to get, because for the winter, I want to teach machine learning, and then I have a project at work where I'm using machine learning, so I need to get my skills up. This isn't the easiest thing in the world to learn, to be honest. But I have to go through it every day and go figure this out, what they're doing. And people are looking at me to be a leader. It's not hard. You're just like, okay, it's not that bad. I mean, if Keisha got 25% of your salary for the rest of your life, she was teaching your child to be a different gender, and then she was going on social media saying you ain't ish and talking about how she's getting slammed by other guys. Would you like that? I mean,
no.
because machine learning isn't that hard compared to that. I'll take machine learning. I mean, this is fine. I'll get some scotch or something to drink while I'm doing it. But I'll go through and figure it out. And I've got the Python and machine learning. I have not studied this. I should have studied this a long time ago. I got to go through it. So even for myself, I've got to go through and study it. I don't stop. I just keep on going. So that's why I say with you, just keep it going. Don't be discouraged. Throw everything out. Get rid of YouTube. Play music. Get some. I don't know what you like listening to. Get the album on. Listen to it. It's fine. Get rid of social media. Get rid of YouTube for a while. You'll be okay.
Shout out to Mr. J Bones for the $2 super chat, super sticker. Thank you, brother, for the support. J Bones in the building. Been a minute, J Bones, OG member of this Passport Bro space. We can never forget J Bones. I know he's busy doing great things, but good to see you in the building, J Bones. Hope you're well, bro. So I am just Jules. Can you turn your camera on in the background just so I know you're not a troll? It's just a security procedure. You're confirmed, Paul. Thank you very much, brother, for confirming that you're not a troll. Jules, you're confirmed as well, brother. Thank you very much. Let me bring in Mr. I Am Just Jules, and I'm going to bring in Mr. Pooh afterwards. Let's get it cracking, man. This is an awesome live stream. And before I bring in I Am Just Jules, right, I just want to let brothers know just how much social media, the TikToks, the Twitters, is distracting, right? I have been in situations when I'm going through tweets on Twitter, and before I know it, 2 hours have passed, 3 hours have passed, and that's 3 hours I could have spent studying. So once again, you need to have discipline. Without discipline in this world, you won't get anywhere. It's like when you study for like a bachelor's degree, right, at university. If you don't continuously study for it and do the exam, you ain't going to get that degree. You won't get that paper, right? That PhD, the master's, it all takes discipline. You need to have discipline. There's a song by a rap group called Dead Prez. Press a 1 in the chat if you know who Dead Prez is, right? It's called Discipline, 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 Discipline. Whenever I find myself losing my way, I put that song on and it motivates me. IP, get back to studying. Press a 1 in the chat if you know who Dead Prez is, but this is an OG rap group. None of that Lil Uzi Vert nonsense, no Young Thug, none of that nonsense. I'm talking real hip hop. Discipline, 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 discipline. Let me bring in Mr. I Am Just Jules. What's going on, I Am Jules? You good, bro?
Hey, IP, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, but how you keeping, man?
I'm good. Just want to check in, say, one, thank you for keeping up these streams. They are, one, entertaining, two, informative, and three, they're good to have in the background when doing work. And then Theo, I want to say thanks for committing a ton of time and energy towards a lot of young men who I see are doing pretty well. I was in class 3. I have not gotten the certification yet, right? I jumped back into Salesforce. That was my vertical. And
that's you. I know you. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I am going to be at the upcoming meetup. So I will be at your workshop there, and hopefully at that time I will jump back in, because I do think the cloud development is going to be good. There's some interesting news about Salesforce and AI. So they're trying to sell that a little bit to boost up stock price. But I'll say this: it was one of the better classes that I've been in. I mean, one, it's a great lab. The Udemy course was a backfill, and then the book helped to give like a lot of that technical information, so you can see how all the dots pin together, right? So Theo, thank you for being like that guy. You know, there's a lot of stuff that you volunteered to do, and I see a lot of those guys getting the certifications, proud of themselves, getting reinforced, and partnering up, and having their own agency to seize their lives. And I'll say, like, and you had that one Zoom where you were talking about, like, what do you need to be effective to get abroad? Imagine this is 1985. There's no cell phones. How do you do this? Where are you going to get there? And it was thorough. So I'm looking forward to seeing the guys at the upcoming conference, and then seeing them, show off back in the back chats, kind of a thing, like, hey, this is where I'm staying. Hey, this is what I'm earning, or I'm working for this type of company. I'm in this type of vertical.
Yeah. The back chats. Thank you for your compliment. I really appreciate it. The back chats. If I could publish the back chats online, half of it would have to be at IP's Patreon because it's explicit, and the other half would so validate what we're doing. Brothers are totally shy about saying what they're doing publicly. There's not a lot of guys who are actually putting it out there what they're doing, but on a few channels are doing it. But on the back chats, you see the women, you see the receipts, you see where they're eating at, what's going on, and it's like, oh yeah, this is successful. This project is working, or this process is working. This guy is successful. He's making the money. He's happy. He's having a great time. Wow, that's a good señorita. That's a good canojo. That's a really great girl. Right? There's some really beautiful women out there, and you get to see how happy they are. That's all in the back chats. So, guys, I'm saying you definitely want to be a part of it. You want to see what's going on. As for you, hey, you're always welcome back anytime. No problem. Again, Salesforce, if you can combine that with a cert in AWS and or Azure, you're going to be even more powerful.
Yeah, that's about what I'm thinking. Is like Salesforce is built on top of that cloud stuff. So I have I'm 3 levels deep,
rich, man.
Rich and hardworking. Because I'm stacking a lot of work, a lot of money. It's good. And I'll say that the back chat, I wouldn't say it's that explicit. It's tame, but it's also one of those things that you don't want to show off because you don't want to become a target.
You should see the DMs to me, what they're DMing.
I can imagine that. Yeah. I'd imagine you got probably 400 to 500 new friends on like a Tuesday, and all of a sudden everybody was just flooding you.
Well, it's the students who go abroad and they actually want to show me what they're doing. So they'll say thank you. I'm like, okay, I mean, so I'm like, okay, I appreciate that humbly. And then they start showing me the receipts, and I'm like, okay, stop, because now you're tempting me. And they're like, oh, how about this one, this one, this one? I'm like, oh no. And then it gets to a point I'm not even able to like it anymore, because it's just such I can say vivid and a stream full of life of what they're actually doing. And I'm like, oh, I don't even know how to say anything about it because I'm here in Austin. I can't even contribute. I'm in no man's land. I'm just telling you what to do. I'm like, oh God, it's so horrible. So they're like, okay, I have to leave the country. That's why they're influencing me to leave the country again. But yeah, man, the bed photos. That's what I say. The bed photos. I'm just like, oh my God, stop it.
I'll say like the way you explained it, a lot of the stuff is easy for most people to comprehend, and then it makes the written stuff a lot easier to apply into the work environment. And then once you get practice at doing it and establishing stuff, like I mean, and it's the way that you can maximize your 8 to 10 hour workday really with like your efficiency and money making. And then if you can set up the routers and stuff so that you can, have some goofy stuff to make it appear like you're in the States. I mean, there's no reason why you can't live like you're in the top 1% of the world. Like literally in that country.
Once you get the logistics set out and the technical requirements so that you appear to be abroad 100%, which IP and myself are very good at actually setting up. Once that's set up and you are abroad, oh, it's heaven. So that's what I had in Brazil when I was last time I was there. I was there for 9 weeks and nobody knew I was there from the offices. So I was killing it and I had a great time. I'm just like, hey guys, that's the way you want it to be done. And my lunch was so wonderful. It's crap here, but I make it. So I guess it's only my own fault. But I went out to lunch every day. It was just wonderful. So
you can only have Chipotle so many times.
I
love Chipotle. Tasty. But it's just so tasty. The way that they would do the combination of the vegetables, the fruit with the meat. Man, I was never that creative. They're wonderful. They just do it so good. So like, man, I'm losing out.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that, brothers. I'll come back to you. I am Jules. Hold on, brother. Yeah. Shout out to Mr. J. Remo for the $2 super chat. Use Pomodoro technique to focus. Help me out a lot. Thank you, brother, for that tip there. Much appreciated. Shout out to Mr. Renaud for the £1.87 PayPal donation. Thank you very much for donating to the PayPal. He says here, Theo is wonderful. Theo is a wonderful man and highly intelligent. Thank you for all you do, Theo. And brothers, feel free to support on the PayPal as well. YouTube takes a 45% cut of each and every super chat. So if you can support on the PayPal as well, that'd be great. Thank you very much. Let me now bring in Mr. Pooh in the building. And Conrad Grant, I see you there, brother. Give me a second, okay, brother? I'm gonna bring you in after Pooh. Let me bring in Pooh. Let's go. Mr. Pooh in the building. What's up, Pooh?
What's up? What's going on, man?
Not much, brother. Not much, man. Classic live stream. How you doing, bro?
Definitely. I guess it's Pooh the Pookie now. I've been seeing the chat. They're calling me a Pookie all of a sudden.
You're not a Pookie. I've got a real Pookie that I'm dealing with who's trying to go around and destroy the class and discourage people from being in the class.
Oh,
and I'm just like the guy is pathetic. I mean, it's really so. Like when I coach guys how to do their resumes, LinkedIn, he's like, you shouldn't do that. They should just go out there and work for like $30 to $35 an hour and accept anything they can and just start with CompTIA. And I'm just like, you better be happy you're in another city, because if you were here, I'd teach you a lesson. So, oh well. There's some guys out there who are hating on the class. So, oh well.
That's ridiculous, man.
It's the Black Manosphere.
Yeah,
it's the Black Manosphere.
It gets hated on. That's how it is. So you enjoying Austin? There's a lot of thick girls in Austin.
You could have the most beautiful women in all the world in Austin, and I don't care. I'm using my passport.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
I do not care. Their personalities are just no. I do not care.
Yeah, Austin's different. They say it's weird. It's a very weird place.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's weird.
A bunch of oddballs.
Yeah, we're a bunch of crazy people here. So that's fun. I do like it for that point, but the way that there's most women here are woke.
Yes, I know. It's very
Yeah.
and that's a strong college town too.
Yeah,
I got family in Pflugerville, so I know that.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah. I mean,
Almost
there's
moved
some good looking Latinas. And I'll tell you, the South by Southwest month is it's a good networking opportunity. But I mean, unless you're living in like very specific areas, I mean, it's hard to really enjoy that area.
Yes.
I'm living in one of those areas, so
Traffic is horrible.
I just have to take a short Uber ride, and I can go to South by Southwest. I can walk through it. I ride my bike through there, so I'm not that far away from it. It's actually very nice. I like doing it, but I talking to people, but that's about it as far as it goes. I don't want anything more.
Yeah, I definitely feel you. I'm in Norman, Oklahoma right now for a few more weeks. We're a lot uglier than Austin. It's like number 3 in the country for fast food, but although it's the third poorest state in the nation, it's pretty pathetic. The girls are
but the issue is, so I was on a live stream with Obsidian this week talking about the passport movement, and one of the things that there's a matchmaker who's in the mix with us together, and she said this one point that I totally agreed with, and she said the passport bros are actually the cream of the crop of the men who want to get married. They have the resources, they have the devotion, they want a family. He said, but these men are looking for wives. So are the women wives? And says the problem is that the American woman is not a wife. So it's impossible for her to change. That she is not the product that the men want, and the men have decided that they want to use her passports, so they're leaving. And that was it. I mean, that's it. I told her, I said, thank you for saying it. That's exactly what the situation is, and that's being very respectful. And so it's not so much the fast food. I mean, if there was a wife, if there was American women who had low body count, but they were very devoted to making families, and they showed examples of how they built families, and like they as women were fundamental for happiness and family life, I wouldn't care if she was eating a Big Mac or she was, eating a Whopper. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna try to figure out how to wipe you up. Right?
Well, not every day, every minute. You got those salads in there.
But I'm just saying, for example, it's that we don't really care about. Yeah, she needs salad. We'll go to Whole Foods and get her some real food.
Yeah.
But the issue is that it doesn't matter what she's eating or what she's consuming. She's not wife material. She's for the streets.
Exactly. It seems like all of them just worship Kim Kardashian. It's a bunch of the Kim Kardashian clones. I think maybe black women have bought into that more than any race, but with the BBLs, like a black woman getting a BBL, like who would have thought? But I mean it's that's very popular here. I'm in a college town myself, and I got a little apartment around a lot of students, bro. So now I get to really see what's going on in this generation, and it's man, I got to make sure my son does not come back home.
By the way, excuse me, but I'm in a college town too still, because I just graduated my MBA. I'm right there with you, brother. Godspeed, because same thing. Same thing over here. It's just they got a lot less pigment, but they're doing the same things. They're copying us like they always have. Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just it's a different space than I was, than when I was here 10 years ago. I got to get the hell out of here quick. I mean, I'm dying to go back to Korea, go to Dongtan. Honestly, I'm done with it.
You studying Korean again?
Yeah, I'm on it. I want to impress my my in-laws. I want to impress my neighborhood. Since everyone wants to talk to me, I've got. Hey, I'll be checking that out.
I ordered this on eBay from Korea. You can get all the cool, Korean books for English learners at the real bookstores from Korea. You can get them all on eBay. The shipping's like $20 per book, but I don't care because you can't get it anywhere here.
Yeah, shipping
but
is
these are
pretty
the
high.
but you get all the authentic books, and it takes like 2 weeks, but you get it. And I'm just like, sign me up. Okay, let's try Korean again.
Yeah. I used to check those out when I first started working at the Hagwons, and I was teaching English, just so I can have something to play on with the kids. It was helping me learn Korean while I was trying to teach them English. But I'm so out of practice, bro. So I've been working so many hours. My Hangul is still on point. I can still read and write, but my understanding it's lacking big time. So
Yeah,
I gotta get it
I
together.
got this one too. So yeah, I'm getting back into it. I'm gonna have some time and effort. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a try because again, like I said on the streams, like
Yeah.
I would be so happy to have a Korean wife. I have
It's
no idea what to
definitely
do.
dope, bro. It's definitely dope. I mean, of course, she is a woman, so she's gonna be testy.
But I like Korean women testy.
They're so fun, man.
They're so fun. They're so cute when they're testy. You're like, you're so cute. I mean, you have the kimchi stuff there, right? But you're so cute. You get flustered. You look sexy, man. Okay, I like it.
I will say Koreans are among. I mean, most Asian women are pretty dope if you're like finding the pick of the pick, right? One of my first girlfriends
personalities.
Exactly. Like I dated a girl from Korea. She was like an exchange au pair, and she was delightful. The only reason she couldn't date me was because her clients saw me, and I'm a black man, and they were like, "Oh, we can't have that guy coming in our house," and so that kind of shut that down. We still saw each other a couple months later, but then it became like we couldn't spend as much time around each other. But when we did, she was a delight to be around. I didn't mind the time, the effort. It was like she was fun. We went to karaoke. She had her girlfriends who were over here doing the same thing. I mean, they are delightful ladies. Yeah.
I don't know how their personalities are so well put together.
Sorry.
I don't know
did you say her parents or clients? What do you mean? I am Jules. Her parents or clients? What do you mean by clients, bro?
She was an au pair.
Oh, I see. So
like she was like she was a nanny for like some successful family. But most of the time they'll hire them from like Eastern. Yeah. They'll hire them from like Eastern Europe or sometimes South America or something like that. And they'll come over here.
Just so you guys, I was also an au pair in France. So I know what you're talking about. I lived with a family as well.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, so a lot of times it's like girls who are like 20 to 25, and they're fresh out of college. They want to make some money. They want to learn a new language. They want to meet new people, and a lot of times they'll like wind up meeting a guy because they're at the peak of their peak, and they'll just be pretty French speaking, Estonian speaking. You know what I mean? Like, and they'll get taken out because they don't have a lot of money, but they have like free room and board and like a little stipend of like $1,500 to $2,000 a month or something like that. But they're delightful.
Brother, you telling me that an au pair family stopped you from seeing the Korean chick?
They stopped her from having me be able to see her at their house, which they have the full right to do. I'm not. If they don't want me in their house, then they don't want me in their house. That's their deal. She still saw me, but it became more and more troublesome to actually get the thing to move because a lot of time gets soaked up, and and families they could have also made it more difficult for her to do her job. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing where they just kind of slow her down.
Wow.
It's not a big deal, but I'm saying she was a delightful person. It didn't work, but whatever. There's there's like 20 million people on that peninsula. Like,
that happened with me and a Croatian girl.
Yeah.
They her I guess she called them like a host family or something like that, and they gave her a house or like a room next to their house, and they would walk in unannounced. I mean, they ran me out of there. It didn't take me long to say, okay, I know something's going on. I'm done. But they were trying to definitely run me off. They saw that I was black. They were done.
Let me bring in someone in real quick. Shout out to Mr. J Remo again for the £2 super chat. J Remo, thank you for the support tonight. Thank you, brother. Means a lot to me. Much appreciated. Let me bring in Mr. Conrad Grant. Mr. Grant, give me a thumbs up, bro. You got your camera on. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, awesome. Okay, let me bring in Mr. Grant. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Grant?
Hey, how you doing, International Passport?
I'm doing good, brother. How you keeping, man?
Man, busy, man, busy. A lot going on in 2023 right now. So I was calling just to, chime in on see how everybody's doing, touching base with everybody. Theo. Hello, Theo. How you doing, brother?
Doing well. It's a good stream so far. Anytime we're talking about this kind of topic, and then getting to the end of it, which is how to integrate, how to expand, and find the love of your life. Yeah.
Oh
This is
man,
a great
it's been a
topic.
blessing. It's beautiful. I love. Actually, I just caught like the last end of it. Actually, I'm actually exactly sure what the topic actually is on to this evening. So I was just calling just to kind of fill everybody in on what I've been doing, give an update on what I've been doing behind the scenes and stuff like that. And I have found someone, to be honest with you. It's made a great connection. She's actually from Colombia. Come from a well-to-do family. Um, I've been doing a lot of business moves behind the scenes too. Actually, I've been doing like a lot of investing, buying real estate in Colombia and stuff. I've been doing a lot of that. Um, just I'm doing great, man. Life is good. Just focus and stuff like that and making things happen.
Amazing, brother. How did you meet this Colombian chick from a good family in Colombia, brother? Did you meet her in America or in Colombia?
I actually had somebody that I know actually that traveled for business there to Colombia every year. They go there and stuff, and his wife actually is Colombian, and essentially and stuff like that. He told me about it. I'm like, man, whew. So he told me, say, Conrad, man, you want you a good wife, man, or a girlfriend, man. Hey, I can connect you. So his wife actually was a girlfriend actually. So it's his wife's girlfriend actually. She's the one now. So we got connected like that. So we talked and talked and talked, and you know what I mean. It's like now I got to take a trip over there now. Actually, I haven't been there yet, but now I got to officially take the trip over there now to meet the family and everything. Cause she wants me to meet the family too. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited about it. I'm also actually in the process. I'm waiting for my digital nomad visa to come in. Actually, probably should be here like in the next couple months or so. So that process is going through too as well. And yeah, man. But I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm really really happy. I'm super happy about what I'm doing. Proud. I've been able to
Amazing.
accomplish a lot too. I've been able to accomplish a lot. I'm talking about when I'm talking about making like big moves, bro. I'm talking about like buying like farmland out there, buying real estate, investing into like restaurants, businesses, the whole drive, man. I'm just hungry. I'm just hungry right now. You know what I mean? I'm just keep on going and going every day. I'm doing something different, being productive, staying focused. So
Wow.
yeah, everything's going great, man. And I also actually Panama actually too as well. Actually, I already got like offshore and all that stuff. Business accounts, all that stuff set up over there. LLCs, all that stuff is already in place over there, already in place. So I've been going to killing it, killing the game right now. IP killing it.
Amazing, Conrad. We need to get you on the channel in the near future, brother. I think we discussed that, Conrad, regarding your moves, brother. So let's touch base afterwards. How does that sound, Conrad?
We can definitely do something for sure, man. I mean, like I said, my time is kind of limited right now and stuff like that, but we definitely can be able to set something up, and we're kind of give you guys some intel and insights on how they be able to make these connections overseas and all that. So absolutely, I could definitely be able to connect with everybody and kind of give you the inner workings of how to be able to like open like offshore accounts and asset protection and liabilities. You name it, I can do it all. I got inside information on that.
Amazing, man. This is what it's all about, man. Brother, sharing that intel knowledge. This is why I've hoped for. I'm super happy, man. And I'm happy that life is going great for you when it comes to dating, but not only that, business wise, building your wealth. That's what it's all about, man. That's the ultimate passport, bro, right there. Amazing. Congratulations on that, Conrad Grant, man. Obviously, we want to, see the wonderful lady in your life in the future. And I'm sure we'll get that set up in the near future, bro. But if she's a good one, brother, keep her, love her, cherish her, and I'm sure she will do the same to you too.
Oh man, she's a winner, brother. I mean, she's a dime. She's a dime piece, bro. And they make it. You know what's funny about the foreign women, bro? They make the women over here look like crap, bro. Literally. I'm just being real, man. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I know what beauty is. I know what inner beauty is, and I know what beauty is. You know what I mean? And they're top notch, man. I mean, she's like top notch,
Yeah.
bro. Natural, all natural, no BBLs, no talons for fingernails, none of that crap, man. It's all natural. That's the type of look I like. I like my woman to be natural and beautiful, man.
Yeah.
You know?
There's an expression in the West. You can't say a woman is beautiful unless you've used your passport.
Exactly. That's right.
Oh,
That's a
absolutely.
fact.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Because you use the passport, you come back, you're like, I'm done. Sorry. No.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't
exactly.
recognize you as a female. Okay. Sorry. So
Who are
one
you?
of the things I've talked to some woke women around, and they're
Okay.
saying this and that to me, and I said, look, woman, if you were in an elevator with me and a python, you'd be totally safe. And she'd be like, what do you mean? I said, because the python doesn't recognize you as food, and I don't recognize you as a female. So
Right.
we're good. You're just like an it to me. That's it. That's it. That's as far as it goes. I'm not even going to touch you because it's not worth it. There's nothing there.
Yeah, IP, man. IP, I was gonna say IP. If you want me to make some connections with you, man, I could do that because once I get in with the family, man, which is they want to meet me like big, like hard. They want to meet me like now. But I gotta wait for my whole nomad visa and all that stuff to go through first before I can even take a trip over there. So yeah, I like I said, I can get you connected, IP. I can get you a good one, man.
Hey, thank you,
Oh,
bro.
no.
See,
Man.
brother.
Let's keep in
Hey,
touch.
we got Akiko, Junko, Sayaka. They're all waiting for IP back in Tokyo. What's this, man? No, you can't do this to my IP, man. His destiny is with a Japanese chick, okay?
Hey, that's his choice, Theo. That's his choice, brother.
So don't
All
get no
depends on what he wants.
Colombiana. Don't get no Colombiana out here, man. No, man.
Theo, are you trying to pick my life for me now, Theo? Are you my dad right now, Theo?
Dude, okay. I'm gonna hook you up hardcore in Tokyo, and I'm gonna make sure that if you're there again, that return ticket, you rip it in two and say, I'm done. That's it. You just immigrate over. You're like, I found the love of my life, Akiko. I love you, Akiko. That's
Yeah,
it.
IP,
You're just gone.
you're going to Japan, bro. I know this already.
You don't know
Yeah,
what direction IP is going, guys. You can't speak for IP. IP know what direction
I
he's
still
going.
got a shot. I'm gonna try to win them over with Korea. I'm gonna give my best shot. I'm gonna
Hey,
get them out there.
Hold on.
I'm the one who can convert to Korea. I dated them, and I know what they're talking about. So IP can't do Korea, but Akiko from Japan, oh yeah, you take IP in a second. But she knows what she's doing. And I said,
Hey. Quick question to Theo and IP. Or
Hold on,
any other guys who are-
Deborah. Hold on,
sorry.
sorry, Deborah. Shout out to Mr. Black Scorpion for the $2 super chat. Black Scorpion, thank you, brother, for the support. Good to see brothers making moves. Yes, indeed, good to see brothers making moves. Thank you very much, bro, for the support. Before I go on to Jules, so brothers, as you know, my streams are very long. Okay, so let me know what kind of small clips you would like me to post on the channel, like 5-minute, 10-minute clips for my long 3-hour streams. Obviously, I'm sure you don't watch it all to the end. Some of you do, but most don't. So if there's some clips that you feel will be of value to you on the channel, give me some ideas and I will start posting small clips for my long streams on the channel. So please engage with me. I do want to see the channel grow. I want to make sure that you also get value from it. So the topics that I speak about on my live streams, what standalone small clips do you want me to post every day, every week? That'd be great. Let me know in the live stream chat. Go on, Jules.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Have you guys seen the outages that would have been on the cloud servers of the past, like roughly month or so? Because I had a major client issue and it became a big issue. And then two, have you seen the return to office notices that have been coming in from certain corporations? And have you seen the difference between large, medium, and small corporations and like how they've been handling that? Because I'll just say that the cloud stuff, I mean, that could be a lot of geopolitics. And then the RTO stuff, it looks like major real estate holders are trying to stop the commercial real estate bust from happening. And so they're getting some type of kickbacks, tax rebates, whatever. But have you seen that impact you? Because I'm in the small level for corporation size, like 500 to 5,000. So I'm not having it hit, except for one client. But I just wanted to hear your feedback on that.
Okay, so I'll answer about the cloud and some other things real quick. So with the cloud and in my environments, of course, they're in multiple regions. So if one region goes down, we don't even care. We just use CloudFront or front door and route the traffic to another region. We keep on going. It's designed so that a cloud region can go down. We don't even care. Regarding the work, going back to the office, that is usually negotiated at the point of signing a contract. So you're either permanent remote or you're hybrid, and you know that from the beginning. So I'm permanent remote. So if they even talk about somebody going back to the office, it's not me. Mm-mm. So if they don't say permanent remote in the beginning, I'm just like, hey, you're interviewing somebody else. It's not going to be me.
No.
If I can chime in, if I may.
Please.
I did have so I went into work today on Saturday because I wanted to make up some hours because I get paid by time in, not necessarily total salary. And I had an in-depth conversation with some of the coworkers, and I'm the economist, so I already knew that the reason that they're having people come in is because they want the commercial real estate to artificially be held up, even though it's going to collapse. We all know this, right? Because more and more people are finding the benefits, the higher productivity, the higher quality of life, even from an environmental standpoint, it's healthier because you're burning less fossil fuels because you don't have a commute, right? We all know that remote work is now. In the most disingenuous argument is always, well, not everybody. What if cops were remote? What? No, doy. Of course they can't be remote.
Let me come here. Sorry, brothers, man. Apologies, but it's getting too technical for the brothers who are watching the stream.
Okay, all right.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about, man. So let's move on from this, but we'll touch upon it at the end of the stream. But we need to keep engagement because brothers are thinking, what's going on here?
That was interesting. Okay.
No. Well, actually,
too
if
technical.
I can, okay, wait. If I can tether it back to IT, right? So today, while I was at work, most of my time was in Udemy studying my comp sec, right? People had a problem with it, but I'm just like, what are you going to do? It's professional development. You're going to say no to education when all my other work is done? So that's how you leverage that. That's all I was going to say.
Yeah. I'll say, actually, all the companies that I'm working for, they actually are good with me doing stuff that's education-wise. So if I go to a 3-day conference and I just say I'm going to be out for 4, 5, 6 days, they'll just say, yeah, that's fine. And you don't have to lose PTO. And so I can have that like 3 days extra in, Orlando or Charlotte or Atlanta or whatever. And then I don't have to worry about that portion of it. But I was just trying to see if anybody had seen anything. Because I know what you're talking about, Theo, with the initial contract saying remote, but I know a bunch of people that are at Charles Schwab who got called back to office, and even the people who got that in their contract. And so now they're kind of getting stuck with only a percentage of their employees can be remote, as opposed to they basically changed the contract halfway through. It's kind of fucked up, but like whatever. I feel bad for them because they're not. Sorry about that.
Language, bro.
Sorry about the
language. All right. Thank you, brothers. Let's move on from it. It's getting a bit too technical. We'll touch upon it later on, okay? And also, send me DMs on IG, you brothers, and I will send you a invite to my Discord server, including you, Pooh. We speak a lot of IT on there as well, so you can send me a DM on IG. I'll send you an invite to my Discord server, and you can speak about it further. and you as well, Theo. Shout out to Mr. J Remo for the £5 super chat. Great stream. Thank you for the support there, J Remo. 6 times tonight is going ham. Appreciate you, brother, for the support. Means a lot to me. Let me bring in Mr. Dems Wood, my superstar mud, straight from the ends, you know, in England. He gonna be like, what IP? I ain't from the ends. Let me bring in Dems Wood. What's going on, Dems Wood? Hey Thomas, you there, bro?
What's up?
A Japanese chick kidnapped him. Oh, he's there.
That's
What's
right.
going on, bro?
Ablation got him. Ablation got him finally. He's gone.
What's going on, Demswood? I'm hearing some crackling noise. Sounds like Voldemort's trying to get a hold of you, bro.
Yeah, let me put my earphones. Oh my! Let me put my earphones. One second.
Damn, are you firing off Voldemort, bro? What's happening? I'm hearing some background noise, bro. Some. What's going on there, bro? You good? Okay, yeah, we'll get Demswood back. He's currently
Keisha Mort.
Keisha Mort.
That's it.
Oh man,
yeah.
Keisha Mort.
He's gone. You know, she got the weave going, and she did a spell, and that's it. You know, Demsworth is gone. Oh well. Oh, we lost another one.
Sandals. You don't hear the sandals and flip flops clicking in the background, trying to chase him down.
Oh no! It's even worse now, Demswood. You good, bro? You on that AOL plan? What's happening there, bro?
Am I all good now? Can you hear me?
Yes, you're better. Yeah, much better, bro. Much better. Yes, much better.
Yeah, I defeated Keisha finally. I had to throw a weave outside the window, so it's all good now.
Welcome back, Mr. Demswood. Welcome back. Good to hear from you, Dems. How you doing, bro?
All good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, bro. I'm doing super. I'm not sure how much you caught up this live stream, but we were speaking about IT, Phil's upcoming Manosphere conference, a bit about women, of course. We love our women, and here and there. So feel free to chime in, Demswood.
Yeah, I got caught a little bit where of companies are now providing the return to the office policy. Yeah, my current company, they want 2 to 3 days. I'm like, F that. I won't come in 2 days. I ain't coming to the office 3 days. Nah. Yeah.
Nah, man. Do you want to chime in on that, Pooh? Is that the same for you as well?
In my case, because I'll be a part of housing management, I'm done with the military. So if I'm going to be a part of the military again, I'm taking a plus job. So I just do I do checks, I network, I make sure everyone's doing good. I'm the housing manager, so I deal with all the Korean realtors and stuff like that. So everything's right down the street from me. It's a little electric scooter ride away. So I'm good, bro. I'm chilling. I swear I am. It's good.
Okay. Well, good to hear, man. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we have to bear that in mind. But I think there's nothing to be worried about. There's still plenty of remote jobs all around the world. So just keep getting those certs, keep studying, keep being focused, and you're all good. Moving on from that topic, anything else you want to add upon Demswood or Pooh?
I meant to mention one thing. For a lot of the men stateside, there are a lot of clearance jobs, a lot of jobs through clearance, a lot of jobs from with the Department of Defense. They're asking for people who are willing to do remote. When I say remote, I mean they're still coming in about 2 or 3 times a week for just check-in. Some of them they make exceptions, but for anybody who's trying to get a job with the Department of Defense, I'm really good at doing resumes. I think I've done over 200 in the last 6 months. That's how I managed to pull my job. It's a very difficult process. It's very long, but I am here for you if you need any help.
Thank you, Pooh. Much appreciation, brother. Yes, thank you, Pooh. I'm sure I will get you in touch with brothers. I want to get in touch with you. So thank you, Pooh, for your help there. You want to say
that resume help is crucial. I think most people don't realize that, like, getting a resume down to 1 page or like maybe just over one that, and then the keyword portion is crucial. People don't realize how important that is. It's just like pack all that stuff in.
Because I've 7 pages.
Yeah,
for federal.
Yeah, yeah, federal's different. That is a different thing. And I've helped a lot of people who had like 6-page resumes and they're like 2 years out of undergrad. I'm like, no. Nobody needs your life story. They need to know what can you do and what are the metrics. And then do you have like a 1-sentence, 2-sentence like explanation of the top end? And something like that it's invaluable.
You want to touch upon that?
That is very true. Yeah, that is very true when it comes to CV. IP, remember the time you looked at my CV?
Yes.
It was like, 3 pages and it was reduced to like 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Again, brothers, man, if you need this IT help, I'm here on the Patreon. I'm here on the IT consultations. I've helped brothers out. I've helped Dumbswood, many brothers out. CV help, mentorship. I know what I'm doing. Brothers. And Dumbswood, he's flying right now in his IT career. He's flying right now. He hasn't even reached his full potential. You know, speaking of that, Dumbswood, he's a superstar. He's a superstar.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with that. Dems, you're very strong.
Sorry, Phil. Sorry, Phil. I'm so sorry. I keep interrupting you. Sorry.
Go on, Phil.
Okay, so Downsword, you're very strong. You're very good. It's just a question of time. But yeah, you're wasting your life right now where you're at. So I know the job you've got. It's phenomenal. You have a great job. So I understand that, but you're kind of doing what I did, and I got back to America. I reestablished myself. You know, got the good jobs, and got the cash flow and everything. Got the savings, but then I looked back and I was like, it was totally empty. I didn't do anything. It's just, compared to what I did in Japan, I did nothing because I didn't live. So I just hope that you get out as soon as you can.
Yeah, Dems, you gotta start living, bro. Listen, the Japan live stream is coming very soon. I got a lot of intel for you, brothers. But Dems, Japan is set up for you to succeed. The women there will love you, Dems. You're intelligent. You're interested in Japanese. You come through with that accent, brother. With that accent of yours, they're gonna go crazy over you, bro. I mean, you gotta start living, Dems, bro.
Yeah, I know, brothers, man. I know Big Bro IP. I know Big Bro Theo, but I just like. Let me give you some insight. What's going on with me right now? So, I just finished when it comes to this internal project I'm doing. I just finished release 1, so I had a good technical demonstration. So that's been signed off. So now I'm just beginning release 2. So hopefully, once I'm done with release 2, I can, apply for a transfer. But like you said, IP, that's gonna be the sticky situation, because I don't want to sound like an a-hole, so I need to word it properly.
I'm gonna help you with that. I help you with that letter. Go on, Theo.
I just remember Demswood. Every time that IP can set foot in Japan, he runs through half the Blasians. So, there's not going to be many left for you. So, I mean, do you want a sloppy seconds?
No, bro. No.
Hell no.
I need fresh Blasians, man.
He needs a virgin Blasian, bro. Virgin blood.
They're going for IP. So, you got to remember, life. They ain't waiting for you. They're like, hey, well, my version 1 is going to IP, so you get version 2, Dems. So And they're just saying, okay.
Better be quick.
But-
Better be quick, bro.
Yeah,
I want them all.
You,
I
gotta move
will
on.
catch
That's
them
all.
all like I will catch them all like Pokemon. I will catch them all like Pokemon, Denswood. So you better be quick, bro. I got my Pokemon ball. I'm gonna throw on the floor. I'm gonna steal these women in my Pokemon ball. I take them home.
one by one. So we're just telling you, just because there's a new crop of them coming out every year. IP's waiting. He knows where all the universities are. He's like, boom, right to them, and another blazing gun.
On that note, right now I'm going through memory lane. I remember clubbing one night, right? I saw this bad blazing chick dressed in all black, long black hair. I should have approached. I didn't approach. I was just amazed. Like, this is what Japan is giving me right now. Oh my goodness! I saw half Brazilian, half Japanese, half black, half Japanese, half white, half Japanese. Oh my goodness! I miss Japan. I miss Japan.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Good Lord, take me back. Get me out. Get me out.
What I say to you guys? What I say?
That's why the first thing I did is give you your props right away, because yes, he told us. He tried to ad nauseum. That's the sad part.
Yeah. I said that's what you need to do, and you didn't do it. Well, so you guys are all suffering, and now Demswood won't even get on the airplane. So the girls that should be his, they're going off somebody else. Chewbacca gonna get them quicker.
No. But let me play devil's advocate. Big bro Phil. These Western Decibel, they say, oh, you guys are just generalizing. Not all Western women are bad.
Oh God. Oh.
But yeah, if you want to find a needle in the haystack, you burn the haystack down. I just want to say before I hop off, again, thank you, Theo, for your work. Thank you, IP, for your work, and continue. I know it's very difficult. I know it's a lot of time-consuming stuff, but a lot of us are very thankful that you're volunteering yourselves to do this, to bring a lot of men up. You're forming a guild of men who want to do better for themselves, and you're getting them the tools to do that. And Theo famously said, "Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women." I think that's what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I've said that more than once. Yeah.
Well, fellas, have a good night. And men, reach out to Theo, reach out to IP. These guys are going to teach you some great skills that you can use in the upcoming age, because the world is going to be different in 5 years. It's going to be different in 2 years. Get these skills and get ahead of the curve.
Yes, indeed. Hey, Jules, thank you very much for the kind words, bro. And Jules, I saw that super chat you sent. Much appreciation, both for the support. That means a lot to me,
Absolutely.
brother. Thank you very much.
Always support men who are doing things to help other men. Always. Every man should take that to heart.
Thank you, brother. Take it easy, brother.
Peace out.
Thank you. Peace out, bro. This is awesome, man. I love this community we have here, man. I really do. This is what drives me to keep pushing. IP, you best wake up at 7:30 a.m. and you best prepare for the channel. IP, you best wake up at 6 a.m. and you best get some good intel for the brothers, man. IP, you best get Theo to give this good sermon on this Sunday morning. IP, if you don't do that, IP, you're not doing too good, man. So thank you, brothers, for that encouragement. Wow, Theo, we did it again. Another classic. So we'll wrap up in 20 minutes, and then we're going to have a good weekend ahead, a good Sunday. I know it's hot in where Theo's at. It's hot over here in the UK, so it is what it is.
Excuse me.
Amazing. Go on, Fives.
Yeah, I'm actually about to go to. I'm about to get some shut eye because tomorrow I have a long day. I'm going to be studying a lot, but before I log off, I did want to say thank you, IP. Thank you, Des. Thank you, all the other guests. But again, thank you, Theo, specifically to you, because of you, now I have a plan, and now I have a vision, and now I can actually what going to Japan did for me this year is now I can see it, right? It's one thing to talk about it here on this channel, but now I've been to Asakusa, I've been to Akihabara, I've been to the Sega Museum. Now I actually have a vision, and that's huge. I think that's what we're missing in a lot of our communities, is that people can't see how great they can be. And now it's got me like, oh my goodness, people are going, even I myself, I think I'm going crazy, right? I'm doing things I normally wouldn't do. I'm selling off things. I'm selling off like things I don't use in years. I'm like saving my money. I'm like thinking about, like even my own family's like, man, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you doing all this stuff? Like, I am like bent on getting out now. Like every time I wake up, I'm like, you either do something to get you towards this or you cut something that's been holding you back. There is no in between. You wasted the day if you didn't do one of those two things. So thank y'all. Thank y'all again. And y'all have a great morning at this point. Morning, I think.
Hey, thank you, bro, for the kind words, man. Did you hear what Five said? He feels like he's going to be great one day, and we're all going to be great. And when you are great, remember to play this song or sing this song to yourself, right? I'm that star up in the sky. I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it. Ooh, I'm the world's greatest. And I'm that little bit of hope. When my back's against the ropes, I can feel it. Ooh, I'm the world's greatest. I am the mountain. Ooh, I am the tunnel. Play that song, brothers. Play that song.
You've been watching too much Space Jam, man.
Oh, classic, man. That's an all-time classic, bro. Oh, I love that movie. Space Jam.
I listen to trance. So I listen to the Digital Blonde. Of course, I'm listening to progressive trance from the UK. But yeah, that's what usually gets me to be hopeful and keep on going.
Absolutely, man. Go on,
So I have one question. So where do you see cloud going in 5 to 10 years, Theo and IP? Because when I had my summer consultant party on Thursday, I had a chat with one colleague, and we just chatted about, okay, where do you see cloud going? He said, oh, well, we see maybe edge computing coming in, Internet of Things. So where do you see cloud coming from?
Edge computing is already there, and Internet of Things is already there. So it's more of to what degree will there be a penetration of the market. So I see around in 10 years, I'd see 60% of the market being cloud. I would also see another cloud provider. So there's 3 major ones right now, and excluding Alibaba in China, I see one more major cloud provider coming in. That's what I see in the future. I don't know who's going to be. It'll be some provider. It'll probably be somebody we don't even know about, just popping in somehow. But that's going to be the big thing. I think in the next 10 years, it'll just be everywhere. Data centers are a thing of the past. It's a museum, as far as I'm concerned.
Because AWS and Azure are the main 2 are popular. GCP's there, but yeah, it's not that in demand as AWS and Azure.
Yeah, well, but I'm doing a huge conversion for a financial. I'm converting all their data centers, their security and the WAFs from the data center to GCP, of all things. So I have to do GCP every day. Yeah. So I don't mind it. And I teach AWS and do Azure, but GCP is where it's at for me, and the cash flow. It's just going to keep on going because it's the price of entry is so low. So it's, you can build it up, test it, tear it down, reduce the cost. It's very good. This is not going away.
I see. So is it because GCP is not that demanded? So well, no. Let me rephrase that. Because GCP is not as hot as AWS and Azure, there's more demand for that, right?
No, I would. It's just not GCP. The building process and the setup isn't as friendly, isn't as company friendly as AWS is. AWS in particular, it's kind of like, hey, cool, we know who you are. We're going to make this so that you enjoy doing cloud computing with us, and you come back because we want your business. That's really how AWS is. Azure is kind of like, we have really great technology. Why should we work with you? Like, are you serious? Or like, yeah, we already have plenty of money. GCP is kind of like, yeah, we have cloud. Can you figure it out? Are you smart enough? So you're kind of dealing with GCP. Like, where is this stuff? Like, how am I doing this? Like, give me a little bit of help here. They're like, well, if you're smart enough, you'll be able to do it. So we'll just wait. Like, all right. So it's a little more difficult. But AWS is the one that's just totally straightforward.
Let me read these super chats. I got a caller. Mr. Dr. Khan, can you turn the camera on in the background so I know you're not a troll? Shout out to Mr. Original Man for the $2 super chat. Thank you, bro, for the support and what you've done here. You might as well sing Best by Far by Omar. I have no idea who that is or what that song is. Any idea, Theo Nebswood?
I have no idea.
No, let's not. Guys in the chat, don't inspire him. Please.
Hey, Phil's throwing shots. Wow, can't believe it, Rav. Man, after all we've been through, after us fighting the dragons, you know, in the world of Narnia, after we fought the aliens in the world of Star Wars, you telling me my singing is bad? Disrespectful. Shout out to Mr. LP for the $8 super chat. I appreciate you, bro, for the support. Thank you, brother, for the kind words. Much appreciation. Thank you very much. Let me bring in Mr. Dr. Khan. Do you want to turn your camera off, Dr. Khan? Turn it off. Go on, Denswood.
Wait, sorry, Theo. By the sounds of your demeanor, bro, it sounds like you're a Sith Lord. You're not a Jedi.
Yeah, you know, my alter ego is either Darth Revan or Darth Malgus. I kind of flip between the two. Yeah, Old Republic entirely. I like getting things done, so it's gonna be one of those two. I really can't be like I like Obi-Wan, but I can't be Jedi. They're just man.
I'm Luke.
Man.
I'm Luke. I love being Luke. You know.
Okay, we let you be there. Your dad is much better. Listen to your dad.
Yeah. I like being Vader sometimes when I'm dissing the quiche.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I embrace my Vader when I'm dissing quiches, when I'm dissing these Western Jezebels. Well, you know, I like being Luke. You know, I'm a humble guy. But
I'll let it go. I'm not gonna go after it.
How you doing, Dr. Khan? You good, bro? You're on mute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm hearing background noise, bro. I'm hearing Keisha in the background. Yeah. Yeah. Tell Keisha quiet it down, please, bro. I'm kidding, but I'm hearing background noise, bro. You got to sort that, bro, because I'm hearing a lot of background noise. If you can please sort that out right now, Dr. Khan, we got 10 more minutes. I'm going to end the stream. And I'm going to get some very nice sleep and wake up to lovely day, lovely Sunday. This is awesome. All right, Dr. Khan, have you fixed that? Go on, Theo.
I got to teach APIs tomorrow because one of my students does not know what an API call is. So,
no. What about
I got to do
Postman?
No, No, he's new. I gotta help him out. He's one of my best students, but he just does not understand APIs. So I gotta do all the APIs, how they work with Kubernetes, how like theoretical, and then how they would theoretically work with microservices. So that's gonna be my big class tomorrow. I have to prep for it at least 10 hours.
Ooh.
Oh wow, 10
Yeah,
hours. Oh wow.
10. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Great job
okay.
for you.
Mr. Dr. Khan, are you there, bro? I want to get your word in before I go to everyone else. Dr. Khan, you there, bro? Dr. Khan. I don't know what's happening there. Carry on, Demzo. Sorry, bro.
No, I'm just saying, big up, big bro for you, man. Great job. Keep on the great work, bro. 10 hours, man. Damn, that's Olympic level effort.
Yeah,
Welcome.
it's every week. Whenever I do, like I was doing Kubernetes and then having to test the code and having to, like we're doing Kubernetes now with CI/CD pipelines. So we're setting them up and getting it, starting to do automation with GitHub. For me to actually test it out and teach it properly and make sure I'm ready for all their questions, it's about 10 hours of prep every class. So it's hard, but I mean, it's worth it. One of the things for me personally is worth it because if I'm at the work or I'm at the interview, I'm usually God level speaking about it. I'm like, yeah, I know all these different problems. I know these gotchas. It's because of the amount of preparation I have to do for the class. So it does pay back in the end.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Welcome. Thanks for subscribing, Mr. Moyo Wills. Welcome, bro. Moyo Wills, where you from, brother? What country? What's your background, Moyo Wills? Where you from, brother? Let's see a good brief background about you, brother. Welcome to the channel and the movement. We accept and embrace you in open arms. Okie dokie, okie dokie. So we're winding it down to our last 8 minutes. It's been a 3 hours plus stream, incredible stream. Theo's giving you, and of course, I'm going to ask Theo to wrap up the Manosphere meetup, etc., how to join. But we will have another Manosphere stream likely in August, a week before or 2 weeks before Theo, just so brothers can remember to sign up, brother. You let me know what week works for you in August now. I'll give you that time slot,
Okay.
Theo. Just so brothers have that idea at the back of their head. This is an awesome live stream. I hope you're inspired, brothers. We touched upon being the best passport bro you can, the rising passport bros, language skills, IT, business. We had Conrad Grant come up here and speak about how he's found the woman of his dreams in Colombia. He's doing great business moves in Panama and Colombia. That's what it's all about, man. We need to start thinking in a more global perspective, man. Let me bring in Mr. Dr. Khan. Pardon me. What's going on, Doctor?
Can you hear me without background noise this time?
Yeah, it's perfect, brother. It's perfect. Fire away, brother.
I really don't know why on my tablet.
It's all good, brother. Don't worry.
But regardless, I hope you guys are doing well. And
Dr. Khan, can you speak a bit louder, please, brother? Speak a bit louder, please, brother.
I was about to. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Much better.
I was about to say congratulations, IP, on your Japan trip.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Because in 3 weeks, I will be doing the same. And this will be a great time for me to look into consultation for both you and Brother Theo.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Book it on Calendar. I've got the travel consultation. I can give you all the intel you need on the recent Japan trip, where to go to, what you're looking for, what kind of woman you want. I got the whole intel for you, bro. How long will you be out there for? Don't say a week, please. Don't say 5 days. how long will you be out there for, bro? Hello, mush mush.
Mushi mushi. Oh, できてるじゃん. Whoa, Umeyo. Wow. IP, your Japanese is getting good.
Arigato gozaimasu. Arigato.
Nanya. Kona ni dekiru jan. Okay. He's a little less gaijin right now. He shouldn't know how to say that. Okay. Impressive. All right.
Arigato.
So now,
Thank you.
so now you're getting into more of like educated gaijin. Okay. So we can't treat you totally as an outsider because you know mosh. So okay. You're studying.
Guys, carry on.
But so if you want to have fun with them, if they say gaijin, right? Do you know the full word for gaijin?
Gaikoku. For me, gaikokujin, but for a black man, right?
Yeah,
Gaikokujin.
yeah.
No, it's gaikokujin. That's correct. So do you know what goku means?
Black.
No,
Koku.
no.
Sorry. No. Black is
Koku,
I forgot.
Koku. Oh, stop. Black is koku, and then the kunyomi is kuroi. So there is two readings for it, koku and kuroi. But country is kuni and koku. So gaikokujin means foreign. It actually means outside country person. It's not black. It's gaikokujin. You said it correct. What you can say to them to have fun with them is say gaikokujin no gaiseijin. Okay, and then they'll freak out. So sei in this case is hoshi, which means star, and is used for an alien. So you can say, I'm not a foreigner, I'm an alien. And then they'll stop. And they'll be like, are you serious? And like, yeah. So like, gaikokujin janakute, gaiseijin da yo. And if you say that, like, they're like, okay, your Japanese is really good. And then where are you really from? It's a big joke. So I always said that to them. And then I made jokes about what planet or what star I was from. And at that time, they stopped treating me like a foreigner. They're like, you're one of us. Fine. You're making so many jokes. Let's just let you go. So it was very effective.
Oh man, amazing! Thanks for that.
I'll send you on Instagram. I'll send you the kanji for that, so you know what I'm talking about.
Thank you, bro. But gaijin janai, igiri sujin this gaijin janai.
No, they'll get you good. You see, this is really the reason we need to be there longer, so that you can be a part of the community of gaijin. So we all know, like, yeah, okay, fine, we don't have a problem with it, and eventually you'll see some of the negative parts of Japan, and you'll be like, yeah, not okay. So some degree I'm Japanese, or some degree I'm not with you guys because you guys are a little crazy, like So like it goes back and forth on that. So I play with them all the time with saying I'm a gaijin, but it took me a long time. I mean, to be comfortable with it. So anyway,
chotomate. Let me bring in Mr. Dr. Khan. Dr. Khan, are you there, bro? You're our last caller of tonight, brother.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes. How long will you be in Japan for, brother?
3 months.
3 months.
Wow.
What? How? Hold on. Are you working remotely from Japan, or is this like a long sabbatical?
Working remotely.
So your job knows you're going to be in Japan.
Let's say yes and no.
Good.
Doko ni let me say in English. Where in Japan will you be at, brother? Is that mostly in Tokyo?
Mostly in Tokyo, but I'll be traveling through different cities. Hopefully, maybe in Kyoto, Osaka. Hopefully, somewhere in Hokkaido.
Okay, brother, do me a favor. Book a consultation with me as soon as possible. Obviously, there's been some recent instances of a guy, a Pookie, doing crazy stuff. So you need to kind of move differently now. It is big news. So I'm going to tell you how to navigate that scene. I'm also going to tell you where to go to meet wife or woman. Now, if you're looking for a wife, I got you, bro. But please don't be a Pookie out there. Don't be rude. If you find a good girl, don't mistreat her, brother. Just wife her up, man. Okay.
Dude,
Is that the plan, or you want to run through chicks?
No, that's
If you want to run through chicks, go to certain spots where, unfortunately, you gotta pay for it, brother. I just do that, bro. Don't run for the normal chicks, man, who are good chicks from good families. Just go and pay for box, bro. I'm real with you. Just pay for box. And that goes for anyone that watches my channel. Just go and pay for box. Don't ruin these normal chicks, man. We have a bad reputation already, abroad, especially in Japan with that dude running wild. All right. So just go and pay for box, please. I don't pay for box, but yeah, I can do it if you want to do it. I can't tell you how to live your own lives. Don't ruin the normal chicks, please. Go on, Theo, man.
Well, you don't have to pay for a box because you got all those Blasians going for you because Demswood takes forever to go to Japan.
I will get to Japan, bro.
I've been when you gonna come? It's not that hard. When I heard when Japan was opening up, that was my first thought. How I'm gonna get into Japan? I don't know about nothing else. I got my bread up. I got my money up. I'm trying to get another gig going on for me so I can make it even better for myself.
Let's go, man.
I'm making a move, man. I got myself a remote IT job already, but I'm making the moves to expand on that. Make me another gig.
Good.
And even then, make it a side business. Because I want that bread, get that Japanese honey.
That Japanese honey.
That's it.
That's it.
So, definitely book some time with IP and go through and talk, and he can give you some pointers on this. We'll see what we can do because you're going to need a specific consultation and a specific game plan.
Okay. I also want to seek some consultation with you, if that's all right.
I'll pop in with you know how I do it. I'm free, so you just have to be one of my students, and it's fine. I'll talk with you, IP. Maybe we can do this at the same time, simultaneously. We'll get something like that done. So,
no problem. That works for me, brother.
Awesome. Already in Facebook too, but I already know where to book your consultations.
So I put on the link, bro. So it's my calendar. So if you book a travel consultation with me, brother, 1 hour or half an hour. If you want the whole deal, I'll go for 1 hour, brother. If you want the full, you want the bone, you want the muscle, you want the fat, you want the meat and the skin. But that 1 hour consultation, brother. So that's over there on the screen, brother. I look forward to speaking with you very soon. Awesome, man. So let's wrap up the stream. You got any more questions for our guest, but we need to wrap it up.
Just one comment for Downfoot. Like, dude, please get into Japan right now. You're the person who is the reason why I'm having my trip topped out with Soka. So, and you're the one who maybe look into that. So, if you're not going to Japan soon, do it ASAP. I'll be looking for you.
I will, bro. I just this project I'm working on, I just want to get it out of the way first. Yeah.
I got projects. I was about to say, I got projects. Don't let it get between.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, just remember when you go there, all the Blasians will be minimum 30 years old. There will be no more 24-year-olds. IP got them all.
IP, I'll take some from IP. No.
IP got a harem going on. That's right.
IP can't be greedy. You need to share some with the brothers.
No, it's that the women are greedy. He's just doing his best to satisfy them. That's all.
Mm-hmm. You're damn right about that, bro. He's damn right.
That was fun.
it's not easy
Okay.
smashing 5 chicks in one day, brothers, man. So please take them off me.
Oh, so much
Stamina.
work.
You know,
Wait,
taking all
wait.
these
Hold on.
vitamins.
I
Come on, bro.
forgot to ask you, Theo. This is IP's kryptonite. Have you dealt with tall Japanese women?
F that,
Yeah.
bro. You crazy?
Yeah.
I ain't doing no tall chicks. I want my petite chicks, brother. This brother said tall chicks. I'm good on that, bro. Yeah, I'm not trying to climb up. I'm not trying to climb up Jack the Beanstalk legs. I'm good, bro.
The tallest girl I dated in Japan was 172 centimeters, which is like 5'8", and she would wear some heels, so her booty was a little bit higher. My God, she was a good kisser. I had a good time with her. So, just saying. Yeah, so I have dated tall ones, but I like the short ones myself. 160, 161. That's where I'm about at.
Awesome. I got a PayPal donation here. Shout out to Mr. Concierge for the £7.47 PayPal donation. He says, IP, here's lunch. Oh, thank you for the support, bro. I mean, every penny counts. Thank you, brother, for the kind donation. That's awesome, man. Shout out to Mr. J Remo in the building. 7th time tonight. J Remo went ham tonight. I appreciate the support. You got some time to still support me, brothers, before I end the stream. Great stream. See you, Theo, in class. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much for the kind words. Shout out to Mr. Stupid Rams for the $199 super chat. Nice stream, brothers. Have a nice night, everyone. You too, brother. Much appreciation. Awesome. Let's wrap it up. Dr. Khan, you have any closing comments at all? Okay, Dr. Khan.
Well, I was just about to say, July 7th, 2023 will be the first day of the rest of my life. Let's go get it. And I hope to see you in the consultations, because I really need both of y'all guys' help.
Yep.
Awesome, brother. If you get a Japanese chick pregnant, wife her up, bro.
No,
after
you had
I get married.
You had better wife her up. Don't knock up a J chick and not wife her up. It's not good.
I'll just say this. I'll knock up a chick that's wife worthy only.
Don't worry, there's a lot of them. Yeah, they walk down the street in like groups. So yeah, you'll be fine. You'll get one of those. They're easy to find.
Don't be too greedy. I'm gonna tell you, Smith. Don't be too greedy, man. You need to be at ease in Japan. Don't be too greedy. Find a chick, spend time with her, take her on dates. Before you know it, you got a girlfriend, something going on, then you're set for life, okay? I know how to navigate Japan very well. All right?
Understandable. All good.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Khan. Mr. Theo Waff, do you have any closing statements, brother?
Had a good stream. I definitely enjoyed this. It's actually good talking. A good update. We will do another one with this. I put, for the guys who are listening, I will put some links in IP's group regarding where to do the registration. Again, this isn't a profit for me. This is actually, in terms of money, I lose money on this, but I gain the ability to build a stronger Black male passport community, and that's exactly what I want to do. And we are changing the narrative, and we're changing our image, particularly abroad. And I'm more than happy to finance parts of this. So keep it going. You deserve better than Keisha. In fact, Keisha is a condemnation for you. So the best thing you can do is get your money up, get focused, get certified, get trained, go use your passport, use the intelligence and the knowledge you have here on IP's channel to go abroad, support IP as well, get some Python into you as well, and make it happen. And then look back on your days in the West as being, I don't know, punishment for a crime you never committed. and go live your best life. That's what you're gonna do. And we're here to make you help you do this, and we're here to help you along. So don't be afraid to ask us questions. Go right on ahead. I look forward to seeing some of you guys at the Master Conclave. And IP, again, thank you for your channel, your time, and I'll see you again, all right?
Hey, thank you, Phil. Speak soon. Have a good night, brother. Appreciate you, bro. Take it easy, brother. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okie dokie. So let's wrap up this stream, brothers. It has been a pleasure. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone. No problem, Demswood. No problem, brother. I want to say a huge thank you to all those who hit the super chats tonight, who hit the PayPal donations tonight. The support is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, brothers. Once again, if you want to get on a personal one-to-one mentorship program about IT, about time management, how to structure your life, personal development, feel free to join either one of 3 tiers on my Patreon. That's a bronze IT tier, or the platinum tier, or the IP lightning tier, to get that mentorship going on a monthly basis. Okay, brothers, I'm here to help you out and give you a great way to navigate this crazy life we all live in right now on planet Earth. So a huge thank you to all those that have supported the channel today. Make sure you continue to watch this channel, and once again, let me know in the live stream chat what kind of, so obviously these streams are very long, what bits of my live streams do you want me to post separately? So when I have a live stream about Sweden, Swedish woman, Moroccan woman, what are the bits in the live stream that you find very interesting? Is it where to go to meet women? Is it if the women are feminists? Are they submissive? What parts do you find the most interesting in my live streams? Can you let me know in the live stream chat right now? That would be great. And I can start doing that for you, brothers, man. I want to provide as much value as possible. You make sure you join that Patreon, okay? To support me on a monthly basis, to support what I'm doing. I will never let you brothers down. I'm going crazy this year to get you brothers out there. So please definitely support. That would be greatly appreciated. Okay. Shout out to the usual suspects. Shout out to, of course, our incredible guest, Mr. Theo Waff, legend in this space, the ultimate passport bro. We appreciate and salute Theo for what he does. Okay. So I'm gonna give you 4 minutes to write down in the comment section, when I do my 3-hour live streams, what clips do you want from that? Let me know right now. Okay. What kind of content do you want to see on this channel? Let me know. Okay. Okay. All right. Keep posting. Okay. Thank you, B Irons. Who have no bunnies. Can you do the best countries? Okay. Can you do the best countries to guys to go to who have no bunnies? Oh, do you mean snow bunnies? Snow bunnies. Okay, brother. I'll make a note of that. IT info. I like the anecdotal experiences of other brothers in other countries. Okay. But it is, so basically when I do my 3-hour live stream, so for example, I did Taiwan last week, right? I asked questions like, are the women checking for brothers? Are they submissive? Are they cooperative? The nightlife. What bits there should I post separately as clips on this channel? Okay. Let me know. So what questions would you like it separately that you find the most value? And do you prefer if I put some sort of videos over brothers speaking? Obviously that's limited, because I may not have videos for that. If I have videos for it, I will do so. But when I can simply get the voice note and then put a video over it, if I can do that. So give me some ideas in the live stream chat. Tell me what you want me to take out from my 3-hour live streams, because I'm sure a lot of you brothers don't have time to watch 4-hour live streams, 5-hour live streams. Now's the time to let me know. Okay. Okay, thank you, Dems with other wife material. Thank you, bro. You got 2 more minutes, brothers. 2 more minutes. I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah, I would have hoped that Japanese interview got more views. I don't know what happened there, man. That should be at least 100K on a normal time scale, but YouTube's playing up, you know. About, I think you should post more about your panel. Black label expat. Do you mind expanding on that, bro? I thought I already do that. Okay, remote work. Okay, so more IT stuff, remote work. Okay. I'm gonna get on this. Don't worry, I'm gonna get on this. How do their families feel about marrying? Okay, that's good. Okay. Throw all these ideas. Throw it at me. Come on. Okay, what travel docs are needed? Okay, expat countries. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, expat countries. Okay, this is good, brothers. This is good. How to manage the time difference between living abroad and working remote. Okay, that okay. I got you, brothers. I got you on that. Yeah, you're gonna make sure that whenever I drop these small clips, you like the videos and you comment. You need to be commenting and liking the videos. That's for engagement. Okay, YouTube wants to see that engagement. So please, when I drop my videos, please like it. Okay. So I'm gonna give you 3 more minutes for any more ideas. You know, especially from my 3 hours live streams. Because obviously I asked a lot of questions there. So there must be questions that you want to see the most. Let me know, man. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to my new channel. That will only be solely travel content, nothing else. Walking tours, etc., etc. I mean, when you have about 5 people. Okay, so group interviews. I got you there, Black Label Expat. I'll make a note of that. You got 2 more minutes, brothers. 2 more minutes. Throw at me ideas, particularly the 3-hour live streams. Which ones, what topics should I take from the 3-hour live streams about women that you want to see separately? Are they submissive? Are they feminine? Where to meet these women? Are they checking for brothers? Etc. etc. Let me know, brothers. top social hobbies that can get you dug in. Okay, got you. Okay, yep, I got intel on that. Particularly on Japan, I got you, brother. Thank you, Willie Edwards. Thirty more seconds. Okie dokie. 15 more seconds. All right. Thank you, brothers, for the support. This has been a great live stream. Do the men in those countries get jealous seeing you? Okay. That's great. Yep. Okay. That's a good point there, Ozzy. Must have travel gear for the elite passport bros. Okay. That's worth me doing. Gotcha. Awesome. All right, awesome, brothers. Thank you very much, man. I'm going to get to work. It may take some time, but please bear with me. I'm going to try and do my best for you, brothers, on this channel. Please continue to support. I will do my best, man. So I'm International Passport. The essentials you need to successfully leave the US. Okay, got you, bro. Gotcha. Okay, awesome. All right, so I'm going to end the stream, but put some ideas in the comment section after I end the stream, okay, brothers? So I'm IP, and I'll see you, brothers, on my next video. Peace out, brothers. Thank you very much.